Okay. Okay. Can y'all hear me?
We can. I think so.
Right?
I mean, we
I'm looking
can.
at the
Hopefully,
YouTube
everybody
video.
can as well.
Yeah.
Yes. I am very excited for this little one shot. I had been playing it for a while, and we have three lovely players who have agreed to be subjected to this absolute nonsense. Hi, if everybody could introduce themselves, who we got playing tonight.
How do we choose who goes first?
Oh, good point. Let's see. How about let's start with GM Justin.
Hey everybody, how's it going? I am GM Justin. I'm a TTRPG creator and performer all throughout the space, but I'm also a member of the Roll D5 team where we specialize in playing indie TTRPGs. You can find everything that I'm doing over at all my socials at Forever GM Justin. And tonight I'm playing Victor Martinez, the Spellslinger.
Very nice, very nice. And how about Siobhan? You go up next for us.
Hi, I'm Siobhan. I'm a streamer and actual play podcaster. You can watch my video game streams at twitch.tv/runawaysorcery. And you can listen to my actual play podcast, Someplace to Be, by going to our website, someplacetobe.neocities.org, or Googling Someplace to Be podcast. It's a actual play where we take a game, we play with the characters in it for a certain amount of time, and then we take those same characters and we put them in a new game, and their whole reality changes around them. And we're just starting the second season now. So we went from a CW style social drama to a Art Nouveau Fae court that is about to start up this month.
Well, that sounds pretty cool. All right. And last but not least, can I get Glaiza? Can you introduce us?
Hey, hello everyone. My name is Glaiza. I go by they, them. I do a lot of things on the internet. If you're interested in finding out, just look for @Classical Glaiza everywhere else. Everywhere you can find a social media. If you cannot find a Classical Glaiza, guess what? I don't have it there, but I'm there in most places. Today, are we also introducing who we're playing today, or just who we are? Because I'm done.
Oh yeah, I'll have you guys introduce your characters here in a minute. Just to set the scene real quick. So we all know the world of D&D. We've all played it at least once. But this game is set in the far-flung future of the same world as D&D, where basically, what was it? Y'all were saying it was a bit like it's not Outlook, but I swear that
it's Onward from
Onward.
Pixar.
Oh yes,
Outlook is the
The one
evil
about the two
Pixar.
elf brothers.
Yeah,
We're on a magic.
Absolutely, and it's basically your modern day fantasy D&D setting, but it's all the trimmings and trappings of modern day society. And it's like after all the adventurers have gone through and kind of cleared out most of the monsters, it's a bit like, in your everyday life, you don't expect to run across, a grizzly bear or like a cougar or a dingo unless you're in Australia. But they exist, and there's usually someone that deals with it. Well, in this world, we're not following a group of adventurers. We're following 3 employees, co-workers from the Michelin Star Guild. Now, back in the olden days, you could walk into an inn, you wouldn't really know about quality. Like, maybe it was a den of vampires, maybe there was some random nonsense. There might be rats in the basement, you never know. But not anymore. Now we have established the Michelin Guild, which sends out small teams to investigate reports or just review different hotels for funsies. And these 3 here are some of the premier Michelin Guild members. So now, how about you tell us a little bit about your character? What do you look like? What do you do? How'd you meet? Let's start again with you, Justin.
Well, Victor would be standing at about like 5'10". He's a dark-skinned elf with short black hair that kind of comes out to that like a little bit of a faux hawk. And he generally is wearing some form of like just like a t-shirt of whatever his favorite things. Like right now, he's if for in this case he'd be wearing a Humans and Houses shirt, and with some jeans and some Converse on, with his backpack of stuff that he needs for the adventures, or not for the adventure, but the for checking things out and possibly for the beach. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's one part carry-on, one part go bag. You never know what you need.
Exactly.
All right, and how about you, Siobhan? Tell us about your character.
Yeah, so my character is Gwendolyn Fields. She's the gumshoe in Monster of the Week, which is a detective character playbook. But I have spinned it as more of an investigative journalist vibe. So instead of cases, she has articles that she's researching. She lives by the gumshoe code, the truth must come out. And she's been doing this for a while, so she has a wide network of people that she knows in various cities that include bartenders, transportation people, journalists, and forensic scientists. So she has a network of people that she uses to get the dirt on any given situation. And as far as her look, I think she looks kind of like a classic detective. I think, like she probably has like a really smart trench coat that is tailored and looks nice. Oh yeah, and she's a halfling, so she's small. I think she probably has like a brown bob, and like, I think she dresses like her entire wardrobe's from Banana Republic, like boring but nice.
You got that business casual look down to a science.
Exactly, yes.
Okay. And last but certainly not least, Glaiza, tell us about your fascinating character.
Let me just finish this text a moment here. I can't do this right now. I'm in the middle of something. Can we talk later? Sorry, that was Jessie. Hi, my name is Jessie. Jessie Rivera. I am a Michelin Guide reviewer. Unfortunately, I'm in the middle of a fight here with my boyfriend, Thule, or as all of you know as Cthulhu. He's really clingy right now. And anyway, I'm here to just explore with my friends here. Just make sure that inns are safe for adventurers. And can you not right now? Sorry. It's just he's very clingy right now. The walls are bleeding. Oh my god. Can you I'll and then I go back to my phone to reply to him.
It's one of those downsides to dating one of the ancient eldritch gods is that sometimes, it's a bit of a cleanup. A bit like Howl's Moving Castle. Sometimes the walls are just bleeding random ooze. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So, let's see. Your latest assignment. You had heard from your boss that you got a letter in the mail. Now, that letter was written very hastily. Somebody just scrawled out that there was an awful monster that lives in the walls of a very popular hotel that you had heard of. Everyone's heard of it. It's been around for ages. And he makes this horrible claim. It's like, send someone soon. They're going to kill me. Now, you get a million different letters a day. This one's just, it wasn't even signed. You're like, okay, sure, maybe it's true. We'll have to go see. It's your job. But, oh darn, I guess you'll have to update that review you've done of the Hotel Calliope. I mean, it's been a while. It's a nice hotel. It's top of the line. So you board a bus, you head on over. It takes a little bit, but you get off at a bus stop. It is gorgeous weather. It is a small walk to the Hotel Calliope, which is this very stately hotel that is right on the beachfront. Like, you can't get nicer than the ritz and glamour that you can find at the Hotel Calliope. Now, you're walking up, you know, it's all good. You're happy. You may have packed a swimsuit because, like, yeah, sure, somebody's like, oh no, there's a monster in the wall. You're like, buddy, that might have been your neighbor. But it's an excellent excuse to go and check out this resort's many features. For instance, they have a full-blown rave and blusters square in the middle of the hotel. Like, not too many people have that. You know, there's a pool that is facing the ocean that they somehow still manage to keep the sand out of, and you do not know how. They have a 5-star restaurant square in the middle, and it's like everything that comes out of that kitchen is fire, and nobody knows who the chef is, because, like, you gotta keep some trade secret secret. And one thing you may know about this is that the elusive Miss Calliope, the person who owns the hotel and whose grandchildren are usually the clerks, nobody's ever really seen her. Like, she lives a very private life somewhere in the vicinity of the hotel. Now you're walking up, you're getting close, and I'm gonna have y'all roll your first thing of the evening. I need some sharp checks from everyone.
Let's do a roll. What was that? Sharp?
Yeah, give me a sharp check.
Alrighty.
Where's mine?
Okay, I'm good at that. Let me roll.
I got a 9.
I also got a 9.
High
I
five.
got an 8.
9, 9, and 8.
Buddy.
A whole bunch of mixed successes. I think 9's a mixed success. Okay.
Yep.
9s and 8s. So y'all are it's just so nice outside. You know, the weather could not be more perfect. And you walk, and all of a sudden, you hear the wettest slap as you look to your side, and standing next to you, this has been more of a problem in recent years, but there is definitely a mimic that looks a bit like a vending machine. It has somehow managed to fix onto the side a picture, like, you know the label from like a ham sandwich, just the ham turkey that you can get at the store? It has managed to affix that label where prices would be. It has random stuff that it's picked up off the beach inside of its vending machine. And it is definitely slapping the picture of the ham and asking you for a sandwich. Does anybody perchance have some food for this poor wandering mimic that's, he's got some random stuff in there.
I'm going to just see if I do have one, like in my I feel like I have one. Jessie has to keep himself, full all the time. So he always carries a lot of snacks. He will dig into his bag to see if he finds a sandwich. Is that a roll I need to make? Roll for sandwich, or can I just pull a sandwich out?
You know what? I'm going to give you a very special little thing. You can have a sandwich whenever you need one. You just pull it out of there. We don't know how this happens.
Okay, so it's probably a Thule gift, Thule want to make sure I'm full all the time. All right, so I grab one of his special sandwiches and throw it at the mimic.
You have just made this mimic's entire day. You know how sometimes, like, when a dog gets a treat, it wags its tail really hard and it's just like shaking the whole way over. The mimic is doing essentially the same thing, despite being shaped like a vending machine, which is somewhat concerning because it just looks like it's wobbling back and forth. And you're just like, oh god, is it going to fall over?
Does it have legs?
It does have legs. The legs are little legs, and it's tootling along.
I'm going to pat it on its forehead. And I'll be like, are you going to be a good mimic?
The mimic makes just the wettest sound you've ever heard, and then proceeds to spit out what you can only assume is a key. Probably.
Oh, I grabbed that key, probably.
It is. Have you ever picked up like a stuffed animal out of a dog's mouth, the kind that they've definitely been chewing on for at least an hour, and it's just a little uncomfortably moist?
I mean, I'm dating Cthulhu. I'm used to uncomfortably moist.
You were the perfect one for this key, then. You have one key that you can add to your inventory.
Awesome.
I'll lean over like whenever you stand all the way back up, Jesse. Be like, by chance, did you happen to bring another sandwich?
Oh, of course. And I pull one out and I give it to Victor. Here's a sandwich, courtesy of Tuli.
Thank you. Text him. I said hi.
And I do text him. Victor says hi.
Ooh.
And then the response is probably,
There's like a little audio file. You play it, and the sand vibrates a little. It's fine. He was like, "Oh, tell him I said hi." Yeah, Gwen, you definitely hear they click play on something on their phone. Something makes the sand move. You're just like,
Yes.
"What?"
My relationship with Jessie is that I know that Jessie's goal is to try to bring Thule into the world, and that might end the world, but I have no proof.
Yes, you have no proof.
never
yet.
do that. This is a long distance relationship. Absolutely.
Like if they were in the same room, like you'd just be getting gifts all the time. My goodness. Okay, so you head up. You all, you're definitely making notes about which seat you're going to take whenever you get to actually have some beach time, which you will here in a little bit. But you gotta check in first. So you head over to the concierge, and it is beautiful inside. There is just white marble everywhere because not only is it easy to clean, but also it's just pretty. There's a giant chandelier right in front of the concierge, and first thing you see, you're greeted by this young lady. Her name is Jane Doe, and she is one of the hotel owner's great-granddaughters. She comes up to you, it's like, hi, how can I help you all today? Do you have a reservation? You do, by the way.
Okay, yes. Yes, we do.
I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a surprise visit because we were. Oh, that's right. When you're Michelin, you don't tell people.
Mm-hmm. Now,
Right.
you may be using your your little secret cover of just, oh yeah, we're just on a work trip. Like it's a great cover when you say you're on a work trip for the bowling league. Because you guys are technically in a bowling league.
Mm-hmm. We are.
Yes, we have a reservation.
Excellent. She takes the little reservation off of somebody's phone and goes in, grabs a little key, and she also comes back with like 3 little cards, and basically you've gotten a complimentary set of like free dinners. You get free access to all the different amenities, all that. She thinks you're just here as some sort of celebrity bowling something. She hands it to all of you. She's like, all right, well, thank you. It's so nice to see you all. Victor, Jessie, and Gwendolyn, if y'all need anything at all, just let me know. And if it's in the evening, my brother should be here. His name is John. And if you need anything at all, just let me know. And your room should be on the 2nd floor, 2 doors down to the left.
We only have one room.
Oh, trust me, there's plenty of space in it. One thing you can see on your little brochure that's been handed with the key is that your room has 3 individual rooms in it. Like you got one. It's like a tiny condo almost.
It's a suite. All right. I thought
Oh yeah.
I thought this Michelin star hotel is like skipping us and giving us just one room for all 3 of us. Nice.
Oh heavens no.
I'm just gonna be halfway through the sandwich. I'm just gonna be like, thanks, miss. As I just grab the key and start walking.
Of course. Always happy to help. And you all, I guess, go up to your rooms. So this is just what one of the rooms look like. You have one of those little corner units at like the top area. So you all have this nice, lovely window to the beach. And man, you can see everything from up here. Like you can see down to the pool. You can see what's going on the beach. And it's, they did not skimp on anything. These are like 2 billion count sheets. The lights come on, they're voice activated. You've got like clappy thing. There's a little, voice activated nonsense. It's all good. You guys have some time to maybe unpack your things, but let's see.
I'm taking
Jessie
notes
is
in my
gonna go
little
straight.
journal.
Go ahead. Yeah. Jesse's gonna go to one of the walls and just tap. Just because, like, the last message was, they're in the walls. So Jesse's just gonna go on the walls.
Okay. So you tap on the walls, and right here in the middle, under the lamps, there's a little, it looked like it was just a flat panel, but it opens up and a little letter slides out.
Oh, that's strange.
Oh, it's fine. That's part of the letter delivery system that is available in all of the rooms. And this little note slides out, probably from the hotel owner. It just says, "Hello, Michelin Guild members. I hope that you enjoy your stay. If you need anything, then please let any of the staff know. We will work tirelessly to ensure you have everything you need. Signed, Miss Calliope, the owner of the hotel."
I look at my friends here and I say what their what the letter says, and I tell them, I thought they weren't supposed to know that we're here.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. I thought that was our whole shtick, was we're not supposed to, like, we're come here. They're not supposed to know that we're here. Is somebody scrying on us?
You can certainly check. Let's see. What would I have you roll for that? Let's see. Also for the stream, we might want to zoom out a little bit. These have got a wider frame of view than what we're looking at. But I'm gonna have you investigate a mystery for me.
Ooh, okay.
Now, if you look up on your character sheet, there should be a little dice button next to something that says investigate a mystery. Okay.
Let me see if I can find it. It said investigate a mystery.
There should be a tab that says Hunter Moves reference, and then if you click that, it'll drop down and then have the list of moves.
Oh, okay, I see it. Gotcha. Alrighty. And I will go ahead and hit the roll button. Investigate with sharp.
Yes.
All right. Then that one. Oh damn! I got a 14.
Oh, you got a ooh. Okay. That is a massive success to see if you are being scryed on. Now, that makes sense given the fact that you are the world's luckiest spell slinger that has ever existed on the face of Earth. So you're like, I bet if I just stick my ear up, I can hear something. Now,
Also,
you don't get like a, yes?
I was gonna say, also don't let the council know I use my luck sometimes.
I heard nothing of the sort. So, you don't ping any supernatural spying. What you do hear is the sound of something slithering up and over the wall.
As soon as I hear that, you're just gonna see as like my ear is just going to go straight towards where the wall is, no matter what. If I have to climb over the bed, it's just gonna go straight right there.
Okay, so what you hear is this what kind of sounds like almost metal, almost wet. It's very hard to place what this is that you're hearing moving through the wall. But it seems to be moving through a set of pipeworks. And like most giant buildings, the pipes are the veins that run through all of it. You follow it right until it goes down through the floor. So it appears it's whatever it is has slithered down to the first floor.
Is it Victor?
I heard something sliming through the pipes, and I don't know what it is. But I definitely heard something, and it sounded super gross.
That might be the thing that's moving in the walls.
It's fine. It's fine. Now, what would you like to do about that? Because you did hear it go downstairs.
You should probably ask one of the questions, right, from the ability that you just used.
Absolutely. Yes. Where is?
Because
the
if
ability?
you don't, then I'm gonna do the same move again and ask more questions.
Oh no! Let me know if you're clicking something and I don't see it, because it may just
I haven't
be
rolled
your-
anything, but when you do investigate a mystery, you get to ask a question. But I guess it was what happened here, or what sort of creature it is. Was the question?
Oh yeah.
So that already happened, basically.
You're
Answered it
good.
naturally.
Yeah. What sort of creature is it? Whatever it is something malleable enough to fit through the pipes. And yes, it is in fact in the walls. So, would anyone else like to investigate? Maybe see, I can answer some more of these for you.
Oh, so you get to ask 2.
Mhm.
Victor gets to ask 2 because of the 10+.
Yes. So your questions, Victor, are what happened here? What sort of creature is it? What can it do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? And what is being concealed here? These are your options.
I think what I'll ask is, what sort of creature was it?
Okay, that was your first question. And the first question was, it appears to be a sort of creature that moves around using this old building's pipeworks to access these little flaps inside of each room. And by the sound of it, they deliver Miss Calliope's letters.
Oh.
And then... well, okay, so then that would probably answer the second question. That would actually probably answer a couple questions. But I think I'll ask one more is that what can hurt it?
What can hurt it? All right. Well, this thing is kind of slippery, and it is in a cramped space. So chances are, whatever can hurt this sort of thing, you've dealt with some goopy critters before, in more ways than one. Usually, what can hurt this sort of thing is either high quantities of salt, a lot of heat. This thing is running through a pipe system. Maybe it would even be hurt by just a little bit of fire. That works on everything.
Okay, so here's what's up. Obviously the thing is sliding through the walls, sliding through some sort of pipe system. Potentially it was the thing that dropped off the letters. In the event that we need to do something, I don't think it may be. It's just one of those like just in case. We have a couple options. I'm gonna need a lot of salt, or I can fireball it. I go with option 2, but that's
I agree with you that if we need to. However, it's just delivering letters. I think it's just doing its job, and we should leave it alone. What I do want to know is how the lovely Miss, or is it Mrs. whatever, the lovely owner of this hotel found out that we were, part of the Michelin Guild.
So no fireball.
No fireball.
Not yet. Not yet.
You see, it's like Victor slowly puts back his wand away.
It's like, aw. It's okay, Victor. You might need it later. You never know.
Is it possible for me to write a letter and put it back in there just to see if the slimy thing will come pick it up and deliver it?
Absolutely. Most of the hotel's rooms come equipped with a small bit of that stationery as well as a little pen next to it. just like most hotel rooms do. You can write a little letter, but if you slide it into that slot that the last letter came through, it should pick it up.
Awesome. Do you guys have any messages you want to say? Because I'm just basically gonna say, hey, how'd you know? Question mark. Second, do we use this to order room service? Question mark.
Ask if our meals are complimentary now.
Are our meals complimentary now? Question mark.
You slide the little note into the slot, and sure enough, with that really keen sorcerer hearing, you hear that sliding coming back through the pipes. Picks up the letter, and much faster than it left the last time, slips down very quickly. Slips back up.
Miss Calliope is like downstairs. I have a feeling.
And shoot, out through the letter hole, you get another beautifully handwritten, like the ink is still just a little wet, letter that says, "The owner of the hotel often does know, often orders the inspection, but the employees do not. Yes, your meals are complimentary. And yes, this is a good way to order room service. There is also a telephone."
Perfect. You know, if you feel like writing, if you can't feel like talking to anybody, just write it down. I feel like that's what a accessible hotel.
I dig it.
Yeah, not everybody's good on the phone.
Well, I'm gonna go to my room and I'm gonna chill for a bit. And I'm going to go swimming later, I guess. I'll see you guys later, huh? Points at, both Victor and Gwendolyn as he backs away into one of the empty rooms.
Yeah, and there's plenty for y'all to do. If y'all get hungry, there's a restaurant. If y'all want to go bowling or play games, they've got a place. See if there's a beach, there's a pool. Whatever y'all feel like doing. Let's see.
Yeah. I think, unless someone has something more specific, I think I'm going to do my usual, walk through, scope out. I think when I get to a hotel, I put my bags down, and then I just, take the stairs down and then, walk through to see if there's anything notable before I, decide an activity to do in, one of the common areas in the hotel to, get a scope.
Okay. I'm going to have you roll a sharp check for me while you're investigating. Now, you can roll investigate a mystery, but I'm just going to have a flat sharp check for this one.
Okay. I got an 11.
Woohoo! All right. So you are very well practiced at scoping out a hotel top to bottom. And one thing you notice is that you did come here during the off season. The hotel is not very busy right now. For the most part, it's quiet. There is not too many people anywhere. There's some folks out on the beach. There's, a couple of rooms that have a light coming out from under the door. But for the most part, there's not much going on at the Hotel Calliope right now.
Mm-hmm.
You walk around. You do get a look inside some of the main attractions. You see that their pool is just outside on the veranda. It does overlook the ocean, and it is immaculately kept. And with an 11, I will say, as you've been walking around, it's quiet,
mm-hmm.
but there is a difference between quiet because nobody's really doing much, and quiet there is no one here.
Mm-hmm.
Not even the birds or bugs. You haven't heard anything.
Oh, okay.
So now, if you see, some critters running away, that's one thing, but this place is very immaculate. There's nothing but the guests and the employees and this building on this beach as far as you can tell.
Creepy.
You walk back inside, and Yeah, they have all sorts of things. There's a lovely little dining room, that 5-star dining experience they keep talking about. You know, it's a very beautiful little seating area that looks out into the ocean as well. Most of the places here have a nice ocean view to them. And, you know, there's even a bar in there, and you get a look at, like, just sticking over the top of the bar, like, barely, are 2 little ears. Just 2 little white little poofy ears.
All right. Yeah, I approach the bar.
Aha. All right. So, let me find where I put that.
I'm gonna jump onto one of the stools.
Okay.
You know, not afraid to make some noise so that the bartender can hear me.
Oh, I'm sure he can. So, you just see as 2 little dog ears tootle over to where you're sitting. And you just hear, "Hi, can I get you something to drink?"
Yeah, I think I must have a classic drink. We'll just say it's an old-fashioned. I order an old-fashioned, and I compare them across every hotel. It's one of the signatures of my reviews.
You've got some good taste.
But I don't say that to them. I just say old-fashioned.
You got good taste. You got good taste. You can really tell a lot about a place by how they make it, because some folks, you know, it just tastes like, you know, gasoline, but this one, I make you a good one, Missy. Don't you worry.
And then just a short, fluffy white dog kobold with a nice little tie and suspenders toddles off to the bar. You know, he's just sitting there. He starts making your drink.
Do I know him? I have lots of personal contacts wherever I go, and I pick 4 contact types from the following areas: bartenders, transportation, journalists, and forensic scientists.
Ah, well, you most definitely... Oh, I put this one on the wrong layer. There we go. Where'd it go? Okay. I'm trying to get the little guy to show up for you. Hang on.
I might not know him well, but maybe met him before once or twice.
Ah, there we go. I got it on there. So, eventually it showed up. So, you have heard of Borf. Borf is very well known, having, you know, he got popular as like a finalist on this TV series. He did wind up winning because, again, it is hard not to be the guest favorite with a face like that.
Yeah.
It is just the cutest thing ever. So, you know, Borf is sitting there making your drink, and across the bar from you appears to be one of the few people that is still on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just this random lady with a giant fur coat in the middle of... It's the fall at beach, so it's not especially cold, but, you know, it's a little brisk outside, not too bad. Mm-hmm. Drinking just the fruitiest, tootiest. You're pretty sure that if you turn the lights off, this glows in the dark kind of drink. She's just sitting there looking at you. Hey, girl, what's up?
I was just, you know, in town for a business meeting.
Oh my god, me too. That is fascinating. This lady is blitzed at 10 in the morning. She is making the most of her vacation. It's like, so what company do you work for?
Oh, I work for a guild.
Yeah, so cool.
What do you do?
Oh, and she just holds out a hand, and it's like slightly to the left of your face, so it's just like you'd have to reach up and move it back forward. Mm-hmm. I'm Miss Holly Golightly, and I own the Golightly gun industry. And me and my husband are here with our twin daughters, celebrating our anniversary. It was so cute. It was a shotgun wedding because I make those, and then it was tax deductible. So romantic.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I don't remember how long we've been married. It's been a while. I think my kids are like 12. So probably 12.
Right. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you come to this hotel often?
Oh, like every year. I love this place. It's so much better in the off season. Like, don't get me wrong, the on season, it is on. But I get like the whole bar to myself with like 1 or 2 people and the Borf over here when I come in the off season.
I'm nodding and I'm listening intently, and I'm sipping my drink. How does my drink compare?
Borf is, you can see why he was the winner. It wasn't just that he's, an adorable charmer, which is an important quality in any bartender.
Mm-hmm.
But you see, Borf is also really good at his job, right?
Yeah.
Like, that is the best old-fashioned you've had in a while. Like, there's a few that, like, if it was the specialty of a bar that you went to, might be better.
Yeah.
But not by much. Borf's pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I ask, like, is it always this to the guest and including the bartender with my body language? Is it always this quiet on the off season?
Sometimes. And then they get like 1 or 2 things that are super interesting. Like, don't tell anyone. But there was some drama recently. And Borf just like, well, we took care of it. We do a good. Am I doing a good job? Am I a good boy? You're the best boy. You told the night clerk, John, what happened like immediately. It was so nice. So like, you didn't hear it from me, but they had a janitor here for like 5 months who got fired and then tried to sneak back into the hotel and steal shit. But they caught him.
Wow. Were you here for that?
Yeah, it was my room actually. Because, I'm a CEO of a gun company. I have so much walking around money in the safe.
Oh.
Yeah. It was like yesterday. I don't know what happened to him.
Well, this was yesterday. This was very recent.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that cool? Anyway, that's the most interesting thing that's happened in the last 5 years on the off season, aside from like the regularly scheduled entertainment, which is super cool. And I love it.
I'm gonna
also the Raven Blusters, like my kids love it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got bowling.
Mm-hmm.
So like my husband's busy the whole time. It's perfect.
I want to use my move. Just one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
When you ask a suspect a leading question, roll plus charm on a 10 plus blah 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 questions from a list.
Oh, bring it on.
And so I want to ask. I want to be like, I want to be like, how do you think they caught him? And like, why did he try to steal from you? Is there anything else he could have tried to steal from you besides your money? And questions like that.
Okay. I'm going to have you roll plus charm to see how many questions you get.
I rolled an 11.
You're
so
good.
I rolled 2. And I can spend 1 for 1 to ask questions from the list. And the questions are 1 question from the investigative mystery list. Was that a lie? What is something you left out that you didn't want me to notice? Are you complicit with any ongoing criminal activity? And did you commit this specific crime? So I'm going to start with what is something that you left out you didn't want me to notice? Because there was that's kind of a sketchy story I was just told.
Oh. She's like, well, one second. Hey, Borf. Can you go get your brother so we can get some snacks between the two of us? And Borf is just like,
Okay, miss. I'll be right back.
Thank you, Borf.
I won't keep you waiting.
and he scoodles off, off to the side. Hey, hang on. Yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
And still pulling back from there. And so you're just sitting there, you and Holly. And she leans in. I didn't want to tell you because I feel bad for his brother. Because, you got Borf, and he's adorable. And then you've got Boof, and Boof is adorable. I love them. I love both of them.
I'm nodding.
Anyway, Boof, bless his soul, I think that janitor guy, you know how sometimes with dogs, you hey, I have a ball, go get it, and then you don't really throw it? He totally did that, but then stole a key to get back into the hotel. I totally saw it, but nobody thought I saw it because I'm usually blitzed. Isn't that funny?
Wow. That's wild. And I take a sip from my drink.
She takes
we're just
long
drinking
sip.
buddies here. I'm just
Absolutely. Gotta investigate the locals.
Yeah.
And you get another question for this one.
I do.
Oh,
I'm going to look here and at these investigative mystery moves. Yeah. I'm going to ask. I'm just gonna be like, do you know about any, kind of, not this exactly, but some kind of questions do you know of any other sketchy activity? I imagine you are familiar with a lot of what's going on with your work, and I'm trying to ask, are you complicit with any ongoing criminal activity?
Oh, I was hoping you'd ask her this one. It's oh my god, yeah! I sell to the don't tell anybody secrets. Lock your lips, throw away the key. So I work with the mob, and they buy so much of my shit. It's fantastic. And it's just you never really feel unsafe when you know that you can just be calling up someone and be like, hey, can you take care of this guy? And then they don't tell you what happens. That person just stops bothering you. It's so convenient. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that makes sense. And I'm sipping my drink.
Yeah. And I'm sure she regales you with stories untold of all the random people she has come across being somebody who sells guns. Now, one important thing you learned from all of this for involvement in criminal activities is that she is the inventor of the Gatling Go Lightly, which is the semi-automatic gun that every criminal you've never ever heard of knows. So, yeah, this is a guns manufacturer with so many contents. Drunk off her ass, drinking what is probably a hurricane, but you can't really tell. It's just, it smells a bit like gasoline. And I'm sure she'll tell you all about it. But while she does that, I'm going to give some of the other players a chance to explore. So, Victor, since Jessie is getting ready to go to the pool, what are you planning on doing?
Oh, immediately, Victor would have gone into his room and then switched into a tank top and some swim trunks, and then already be knocking on Jessie's door, Jessie, get off the phone with Tulu, let's go. Jessie.
opens the door, and Jessie is in his very short shorts, Speedos, and a towel, and is all right, buddy, let's go swimming.
I would like to, if you're cool with it, just be that moment where the camera pans to the both of us and we're rocking the same thing. It's just
exactly.
All right, let's go.
Oh,
Oh,
Things.
perfect.
Let's go.
Absolutely. You are ready. Look, you did not come to a beach vacation without the intent to have yourself a nice, fun beach vacation. So you get to this seaside pool. Like you can look down onto the beach from here, and it is just like Gwendolyn noticed. It's immaculate. It is so clean. They have got to have a cute pool boy who takes care of this. There is no way it is this immaculate. Every single bench has all of their stuff perfectly where it is. All the towels are stacked where you can get to them. You know, there's no sand in the bottom of this pool, which is impossible on the beachfront. I mean, you could walk straight to the ocean from here. I'm sure Thule can get a good view from here, honestly.
I take a picture and I send it to Thule.
Shortly thereafter, there's just this slight shadow on the edge of the ocean. You know,
Thule. And I pointed out to Victor. Look, it's Thule over there.
I'll take a look and just be like,
All right.
And- yeah.
I look at Victor. I'm like, cannonball.
oh, absolutely. Let's go.
And then I jump into like hugging my knees into the pool.
Okay, I'm gonna have both of you roll plus cool for this.
I am cool as a cucumber.
Ooh.
I got a 5.
Let me roll. That is a 7 for me.
Okay, so mixed success, and mark experience, Victor. You have gotten your first failure, but that's okay. So yeah, Jessie, you take a running leap, you do a cannonball, you land in there. It's got a pretty good splash, you know. It's not the most impressive one you've ever done, but it's solid, pretty solid. And you know, Victor, you don't want to be outdone in front of, you know, the old flame.
Mm-hmm.
You book it. You take a leap. I'm so sorry, but you don't pull up the knees in time. You really need to do that before you jumped or like right as you jumped. You belly flop hard and just it hurts to watch. I am so sorry.
I just imagine I'm just like, as soon as like I flop, I'm just gonna like stay laying there, just like floating in the pool, just like face down.
And then there's just the tiniest bloop as somebody enters the pool next to you and just swims over ever so slightly. And you see this absolute hunk of meat has arrived as quiet as a mouse and just goes, "Hello, are you okay?"
I'll pop my head up, look, and be like, well, I am now.
Oh. Hello, my name is Boris. I am pool boy. How can I help you? I have aloe treatments for tummy aches from belly flop, if you wish.
I will definitely take your aloe for my belly, if you don't mind, kind sir. And if you could also escort me back out of the pool, that would be nice.
Absolutely. One moment. And this, like, Kronk level of beefcake just scoops you up like a princess, stands up in what is probably the 7-foot portion of the pool, and walks out. And sets you gingerly on one of the very nice covered beach chairs that are over there. One moment. I will arrive shortly with aloe treatment. Would you like a drink or towel?
I will take a drink, please, and thank you, Mr. Boris.
Excellent. Which drink would you like? We have water, every alcohol I have ever heard of, as well as orange juice.
Which do you prefer?
Every alcohol we have ever heard of.
Then I'll take one of those. Please and thank you.
Excellent. I shall be back momentarily. And well, let's see. He goes off, you know, just to get you that aloe treatment, as well as a drink of every alcohol he has ever heard of. Jessie, you saw this whole thing happen.
Jessie is texting with Thule, and Jessie is saying, "No, babe, I didn't look at him. Babe, you're more than enough. No, it's for Victor." And Jessie would then go leave Victor to it, you know, be a good wingman, don't disturb the thing, and is going to go look out into the ocean just to see if there's anything that, you know, will draw my eye other than, you know, Thule.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to roll to investigate a mystery.
Sweet.
Mhm.
That is a 10 on the dice. What is my sharp? It's sharp, right?
Yeah.
So it's 10.
Nice. So you're sitting out there, you're making eye contact with your tight squeeze, literally in more ways than one. And you're, you know, looking out at this very still, very quiet ocean. It is so nice. The weather is perfect. You notice the same thing Gwendolyn did. There's nothing here. Like, you could even text your main squeeze, be like, are there any fishes? Like, text back, no. There's a slight rumble in the ocean from, you know, it's a mirror. You can see into the other dimension a little bit if it's still, which is perfect because it is very still water. But yeah, it's very, very quiet out here. Not even a seashell on this ocean, sandy beach. And you look over to the side and, you know, after that bit in the hotel room, you're on the lookout for little slimy, slippery things. And you watch as just the sand moves like a snake's underneath it, and then it dives down. Now with a 10, you get to ask 2 of those investigative mystery questions. What happened here? What sort of critter is it? What can I do? What can hurt it? Where did it go? What was it going to do? And what is being concealed here?
What sort of creature is it?
That is the same creature that was in the walls, as far as you can tell, because it was way too big to be a snake. It was moving entirely too easily in the sand. Like, there is a point at which you're like, it went down. Most critters can't do that. So you're fairly certain that was the same critter that's in the walls. And you get a second question as well.
Trying to go. What was it going to do?
Okay, so you're watching where it was, and it's just, you're looking around and you see a fish out in the water swim away. Just one. You get the impression that whatever it was going for a snack.
Okay. I'm gonna go swim after it.
Oh, you're gonna go swim after it. So that's fun. Okie dokie.
Might as well, right?
Hey, might as well grab it by the tail. Let's see. So I'm gonna have you roll to kick some ass.
Awesome. Let's roll some kick some ass. And
Yeah.
that is
All right. Kick some ass is a tough roll.
oh, somebody keeps clicking on my thing.
Oh, that might be me. Sorry.
Sorry, I was trying to read it. Tough, and that is a 7 plus what's my tough That's a 6.
Ooh. I'm trying to remember if a 6 is passing or not.
Doesn't look like it. It looks like it's a 7+.
Yeah.
Yep.
You dive trying to get to this thing, but it pulls straight down away from you. You did get a good look at it. It looks like this amorphous little black tendril just pulls down into the sand.
All right.
Sorry, it's very hot in this room.
You're good. You're good. Okay. So you sadly miss grabbing the tendril just as it pulls underneath, but don't you worry. Hey.
I'm
Hey,
sure I'll
Victor.
be able to see that again.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it lives in the walls. So, Victor. Oh, wait, hang on. Oh, I was on the wrong layer. Okay. Guess who's back? So, your beefy boy toy has returned. And he's carrying just this comically small tray in his hands compared to, the size of his hands.
Mhm.
Just comes over, sets down. It looks almost like a flask, but it's just a little glass one that with a little tiny swirly straw in it and a little one of those paper umbrellas. And here is alcohol. It has lots of it in it. And here is aloe cream, also good for pain. Hold still. May I rub your tummy, sir?
Yes, please. Why aren't you doing it right now?
Excellent question. And begins very gently. Like, this man, for having such a giant, beefy hands, is so gentle, you're pretty sure he could, part a single feather on a swallow without the swallow noticing. And just, the aloe cream really does help with the sting. Not just, the emotional sting of being belly flopping right in front of your old flame, but also the literal sting.
Oh,
You're doing
100%.
great.
I would probably also ask, as it's going on, it's like, Boris, you have really soft hands. By the way, anything going on here as of late? Anything going? Because I'm just trying to get an understanding of the vibe. You seem really nice, and again, incredibly soft hands. I just want to know, like, what have you seen? You see a lot, I'm sure you do.
Absolutely. I have 20/20 vision. My hands are very soft because I use lotion twice daily. Once after clean pool in morning, again after nightly rituals. Soft hands. Yes. I appreciate your approval of myself. I seek others' validation frequently. Also, there is many fun things happening. We have new bartender. His name is Dorf. He came here from television. He is very small and very soft. If you like soft, highly recommend. We also have Satan, who works in the kitchen. Very interesting fellow. Lots to say.
Okay.
Yes. Everything he make, so hot. I have to drink lots of water. It is very spicy.
Oh, okay, so you don't like spicy food. Got it. That's okay.
Do not be concerned. I love spicy food. His specialty is just so spicy, you'll think you are in hell. It is fascinating. I did not know I could experience this much pain and taste at the same time. It's fascinating.
Okay.
Highly recommend. 5 stars.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Now, what about the people that are around here? Tell me more about them. What do you see? What all is like the gossip of the town? What's all going around here at the hotel? Come on, don't be shy. It's just between girls. It's fine.
Ah, fantastic. I am
Big, strong man, though. To be clear, him. Yes. I have seen many things. We struck down a recent measure to have public beaches no longer cared for. Privatization, not good for beaches. Nobody takes care of beaches if it is owned by company and not by individual community that uses it. But in addition to that, we recently fired small asshole. It was so nice, I celebrated when I came home. His name was Ralph. May he burn in hell.
What was wrong with Ralph?
What wasn't wrong with Ralph? He did not tip. He was mean to me. He made fun of my accent. He would throw ball for small dog and then not throw it. Poor Booth. His
That
heart,
fiend.
it was broken.
That
Also, horrible man would sneak in after hours and he would be in my pool. I run him off. I tell night clerk every time. I am so glad he is not here. Have not seen him since yesterday. I think this time John has run him off for good.
well, that's
Good
good.
riddance. May he burn in hell.
Absolutely, that fiend. I am so sorry that you had to deal with that.
It is okay. Miss Calliope, she sees everything. She got rid of him first time she saw him do naughty things.
Okay. When you say she sees everything, like, is that like a metaphor? Is that like a figure of speech, or is just, you know?
I see where you make mistake. It's not literal seeing. I don't
Uh-huh.
think she has eyeballs. At least I have never seen. But if something happens, she knows. I don't know why. I do not question. Where I come from, home country, do not question why boss know things. Simply have nothing for boss to know about. Wise words from grandmama.
Those are-
Babushka, may she rest in peace.
Rip indeed. So okay, so it has no Miss Calliope has no eyes. Interesting. Tell me a little bit more about her. How long also have you been working here? Has she been kind to you as far as like being owner or?
Ah, yes. Paycheck arrive on doorstep every month like clockwork, twice weekly, with benefits, including dental.
Ooh.
I get paid vacations. I get paid health care. Not the cheap shit, the good shit. The kind that pays for the medications. I don't take any. Bless my brother's soul, he does.
But that's good to have.
Yes, exactly. You never know. But yes, excellent place to work. I love my co-workers. It's seasonal, meet a lot of interesting people, like you, for instance. You have very soft skin,
Oh,
like
thank
my
you.
hands.
Thank you.
Yes.
I also do follow a skin regimen, so I'm glad that you noticed and it pays off.
I can tell. Nice.
Now, has there been anything like out of the ordinary that's kind of happened as of late, just by out of curiosity?
The twins have scored high score, have tried very hard, have finally achieved goal of getting high score in all of the games in the fancy arcade area. We are all very proud.
Okay.
They are seasonal guests.
Okay. So but otherwise, like everything's just kind of like within the normal, like, you know, nothing too silly, like, I don't know, just things crawling out the walls, people disappearing, nothing like that. Just it's all.
It is usual. I work at resort. People come, they go. Sometimes they stay a while. Like they go lightly. They never leave. They do not live here.
Okay.
They don't know this, I am convinced. But yes, everything is normal. Sometimes walls make noise. This is fine.
What type of, well, it's not the slithering noise, right? Just maybe a different noise.
Yes. Sometimes it sounds like pipework.
Okay. So the normal slimy thing that kind of delivers the letter, that's normal. But nothing else other than that, right?
Yes. Has been here since hotel was developed.
Interesting. Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Thank you so
But-
much. I appreciate you telling me all that.
Of course. Enjoy your drink with many, many alcohols.
I will try, and I will hopefully see you around here a little bit more often if you're not too busy. So,
Of course. I work here so much. I have to take care of pool. It is art.
and you're an amazing artist. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate the man who noticed. I go clean now.
Are they back at the pool area?
Yeah, you have had plenty of time. You make it back. You see the big beefcake has left, and Victor looks like he's doing a little hot under the collar, but he's doing great.
Jessie walks up to Victor, is like, "Hey, so did you have a good time?"
The pool. Boris has incredible hands.
I bet he does.
Yeah. So, also asked a couple questions. So, there is apparently Miss Calliope has no eyes, according to him, from what I
Nope.
gathered.
Eyes? Alright, it's not the first time we've, Alright, cool.
Yeah.
So no ice.
But
Anything else?
Incredible boss. She also includes dental. So if for some reason the Michelin Guild doesn't work out, I can at least come over here and enjoy working out this way. But otherwise, no, nothing that he was able to detail. He told me he seemed very straightforward about things.
Nothing straight about that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, at least you hope, right?
I will say, Gwendolyn,
Yes.
that lovely dining hall has a great view of the pool.
Mm-hmm.
So you have definitely just seen, Victor belly flopped. Jessie was playing in the ocean a little bit. You're hearing all about the mob's latest and greatest. Like, apparently they had, a gambling league at some point. Not here,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, because Miss Calliope would notice. But yeah, no, you're getting regaled with these tales, and you can see them out there if you want to.
Yeah, I think when there's a natural break in the conversation, I will finish my drink and excuse myself. But say it was very nice to meet you and everything, and I think I will go out to meet my coworkers.
Okay. Bye, girl.
Bye.
She conks out on the bar.
Uh-huh.
It's fine. She has done this enough that you see Borf has got a little pillow, just sets her head on it.
Uh-huh.
It's fine.
Yeah, and she doesn't have to drive. She's already in the hotel she's staying at, so
Exactly.
yeah.
Fine.
I'm gonna leave her in Borf's capable hands and go out towards the pool
Okay.
and reconnect.
Yeah. So Jessie, Victor, you see your little halfling friend comes down the stairs off of the cafeteria. Victor, you saw your hot hunky bud Boris. He walked in there, got your various alcohols, and brought it back from there. Gwen is not wearing a swimsuit to the swimming pool. How dare.
As soon as I see Gwendolyn pop up, like, oh hey Gwendolyn, how's it going? What if find anything interesting?
I did. I certainly did. Yeah, I got some tales of hot goss in the other room.
Spill.
Well, maybe a little bit later. Is there anybody out here? Are there other people at the pool?
The pool is for the most part y'all have your run of the place. Like Boris has resumed cleaning, which
Yeah,
I guess means he's going into the little pool house to get the chemicals, make sure
Yeah,
they're all
if
just right.
Boris isn't within earshot, then I will be like, oh, she owns a gun company, it's the mob. Like, I'm gonna be like, like saying it quietly, a little discreetly. And then also, like, have you noticed there's no bugs or animals of any kind around here? I'm
And
just gonna brush
as-
off the gossip bomb I just dropped and just switch topics.
As soon as Gwendolyn says there's no bugs, I saw something actually trying to get a fish as I was swimming. I don't know if that means anything, but I saw it and it was really. It's like that thing that delivered the mail.
But it's in the ocean?
Yeah. And is it slightly bigger? Was it slightly bigger?
It was longer.
It was a lot longer. It seemed. Because we didn't see the other one. We just heard it.
You heard it, but yeah, no, this one seemed like it was longer and probably stretched. Okay. Well,
I can't say that I've learned too much other than Miss Calliope has no eyes. She is a great boss and has dental, so and then also the twins have scored high on all the games in the arcade. So also, I forgot to mention this. There was also an employee that was fired not too long ago named Ralph. Don't know their deal. Didn't really seem that relevant, but I figure at least mention it now.
Was that the same name that I was told?
it was.
Yeah, okay, then I confirm and say, yes, I also heard the same thing. Apparently he was trying to steal something from, I forgot the NPC's name.
Oh, Holly go lightly.
Yeah, from Holly Golightly. She says that he broke into her room and tried to steal her money from her safe, but she also has guns, so it might have also been to steal merchandise from her.
Oh, jeez.
And that happened yesterday.
Man. But the letter that we got about like somebody living in the walls, that was a while back, right? It wasn't yesterday.
Right, yeah, right. That was a while back, right?
Mhm. Well, there's certainly more places you can investigate if you want to see if you can follow this slimy lead.
I'm
Well,
thinking we should go back to the lobby and maybe look for other people that might know stuff.
ooh, you know what we could do too after that? Raven blusters.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. All right.
So
So,
the lobby then Raven blusters, yeah.
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 okay. Well, y'all make your way back inside. You know, you've had a little bit of time to dry off, and Jane Doe, she's still at the front desk. Just sitting there like, oh, hello. How's it going? Are you enjoying your stay so far?
Yes. Jane, how are you? You specifically, Jane. How are you doing?
Oh, well, thank you for asking. I'm doing pretty well. Yeah, I've been reading a book. Nothing too special. Just like the new Flick Next show that came from a book. I've been reading that one to keep up with it. It's pretty calm around here lately.
That's good. Any weird thing happened that you that you can talk to me about? I'm a bored person and I like good stories. Do you have any? I bet you get a lot of good things to stories here. You got a lot of good stories happening over here.
Oh my goodness, you would not believe the things we hear at the concierge desk.
Try us.
I couldn't. I'm working right now, but oh goodness. You didn't hear it from me, but oh goodness. I probably shouldn't be saying this, but
No, it's fine, girl. Just listen to your heart. Say it. It's fine. You're
If she
among
needs
friends.
help, I can use my move to ask a leading question to force her to divulge extra information.
Oh man. You know what? Go for it. We'll see if you get extra.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like, oh well, I'm leading as like, oh, but well, if you let us know any problems, we might be able to help you, kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay, I got a 9, mixed success. So I hold 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what's the one question you want to lead her with?
Yeah, let's see. Let me just double check that there's not something good in the investigative mystery questions.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna ask what is being concealed here from the mystery questions.
Okay. What is being concealed here? Let's see. She's just going to lean over. She's like, well, I probably shouldn't tell you this because you are just guests and like we have taken care of it. But there was this one disgruntled employee. Like he really was getting on everybody's nerves. He was super rude to me, like would not stop like trying to rub my shoulders.
Oh.
And really kept you don't like this guy. So anyway, he kept sending letters like to everyone trying to say nasty things about the hotel. Like it was super uncomfortable, some of the things he said. And we had to like call around and be like, hey, this is just a disgruntled employee, like it was so uncomfortable.
Interesting.
But the best part was he totally got run out last night by Miss Golightly. Like she's like 2 inches thick. She's so tiny, but she has got a lot of fire in her. I saw her chase that man clear into the back. Like we sent my brother to go try and deal with it, but he had to run to catch that guy on his way out. It was really funny. I'm not gonna lie. I never piss off Miss Golightly. Granted, it's pretty hard to do, but word to the wise.
And it's
So have you been enjoying your stay? Have you tried all the different amenities yet? Like, we've got the beach is lovely this time of year. And our chef is really cooking up some cool stuff for dinner tonight.
I did hear your chef does really good with spices, so I'm definitely going to have to try them out later.
Oh, absolutely. He makes just the best spicy food ever. Now, if you do ask, he can leave the spice off because, Mr. Golightly is usually has to call in the janitor if he eats too spicy of food. But you didn't hear that from me.
Mum's the word.
But yeah, if you need anything, let me know. And those cards I gave you, they're good for any of the games in the Raven Blusters.
I think that's where we're going to head to next, if I'm not mistaken.
that is where we're heading to next.
Oh, that is fantastic. Well, you guys have fun. Say hi to the Golightleys if they're in there. They're very sweet people. And
They are.
I'm expecting those kids to be running around there unaccompanied.
Oh, yes. So, you guys walk in, and I'm going to actually call a bio break right about now because y'all are about to wind up in good old-fashioned Raven Blusters because, it's one part rave, one part blunderbuss
Busters.
bowling league. Yeah. And it's so much fun. So tell you what, we can all just go take a quick little break, and we'll be back in. How long are the breaks on this? Hang on. But we'll be back here shortly. Oh, I don't know. This is the first one I've ever done. All right, what are y'all thinking? 10 minutes, 15, 20?
10, 15 is good.
All right, let's do 15 because I have no sense of time.
Okay.
That's fair.
All right, I will see you guys in a little bit. Bye. So, y'all decided you wanted to go and check out not Dave and Buster's, Rave and Bluster's. Totally different.
Totally different. Not
yeah, according to most copyright lawyers. So, it is your typical, fluorescent neon light, half arcade, half bowling alley, 100% cost too much center of fun that you will send your children in and somehow they will spend $150 before you can blink. This is the place for you. Like, they've got the nicest bowling alley. It's neon, like when you roll your ball on it, it shows the little glowy bits behind it. It's so fun. They got Dance Dance Revolution. They got the little moves around video games where you can experience crashing the plane for yourself because nobody taught you how to work this video game yet. It's fantastic. There's even a disco ball. Y'all have walked into just the most brightly lit place in the entire place that is still somehow too dark for you to read your phone. Almost. So Jessie, you get a little text from Thule. Just a little something.
I open it and read it.
Okay. It's just a little something that's just like, someone's running around outside. They're not going anywhere just yet, but you get the vibe that he's letting you know. It's like, I see something from here on the outside of the building. But
I'm going to go peek outside.
That is the thing about the Rave Blusters. There's no windows in here. This is set up like a casino for children. You are here until your parents come to get you. But you could probably text him and ask him what he's seeing.
I will text him what he's seeing.
Okay. Apparently, he tells you the two tieflings are out back heatedly discussing something.
Two tieflings?
Yeah. You know from the front desk that the day clerk and the night clerk are both tiefling siblings. And then it was just like, and then you just get this text back. Don't worry, boo. I keep an eye on him for you.
Thanks, hon.
Respect.
Yeah. So,
I do inform the rest of the team about what Thule saw.
Excellent.
Thule, my good friend. Not at all my boyfriend in front of Gwendolyn.
Right.
Hey, Gwen,
Wink.
roll a sharp check. Yeah, just roll me one quick sharp check to see if you believe that that's totally her friend. Hello? Can you? Hey, Siobhan, can you hear us?
Yes. Oh, that was
okay.
to me?
Yeah, that was to you.
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm like
It's
sitting
not
here
you.
being, you were talking to another person. Why would you be talking to me?
No,
I'm
you're
so
good.
sorry. What are we talking about?
Nah. Jesse's over there just like, oh yeah, this is definitely my friend. And he's just like, oh, hello. And it's just looking at you like, yeah, no, he's my boyfriend. And you're like, hello.
Oh, I don't. Okay, I guess I can roll.
Yeah, see if you believe it or not.
7.
You're convinced that Jessie thinks that this is just his friend for now. You know better.
Okay.
Yeah, you think that's what Jessie thinks. You know better.
Okay.
There's something going on there. You're going to prove it, I swear. And just as you're giving them kind of the side eye, you get smacked in the back by two children who just come up behind you like, oh my God, there's another kid here. Hi. Hi. And there's just two ponytailed children that bear a striking resemblance to a certain Miss Golightly that you just met.
Yeah, I expect that. I guess if they bumped into me, I'll be like, I don't want to be like that old person of like, you should say excuse me. But I think I will be like, oh, hello, hi. Because
Hi.
like they bumped into me.
So, are these your dads?
And they literally point to Victor and Jessie. They
It's just like, so like, are you staying here for the fall? Cause like we never get anybody here that's our age. That's so cool.
Oh, I'm a halfling. I'm an adult. I'm just small.
and just Dolby Stereo, they just look like,
Oh, you're not. Oh, sorry about that. You look great.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This happens every once in a while when someone hasn't met a halfling before. It's okay.
Yeah, you're the first one we've ever met. Yeah. Mom, we don't get out a lot. We play a lot of video games. We're really good at it. You want to come play? You and your not parents, friends? Yo, yay, friends! Do your friends want to come play games with us?
Kind of games.
All the games. We got Dance Dance Revolution. We got like Mortal Kombat. We're really good at that one. We got like
and they start listing every single arcade game you have ever heard of in your life.
They spend a lot of time in this room.
they spent a lot of time in this room.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they live here.
Yeah.
So yeah, do you wanna play us? There's a Dance Dance Revolution 3-parter that we haven't been able to play because there's only 2 of us. So like one of you could totally play with us if you wanted.
I'm just thinking in my head, like, is it appropriate to play games with strange children as an adult and unaccompanied by their parents? But I'm also like, these poor kids are really bored.
I mean, you could look and see if there is a parental figure somewhere in the vicinity.
I guess I will say, yeah, one round couldn't hurt.
Yes.
And like both
while we go over, I will look around.
it doesn't take much to notice that the only other person in the Raven Blusters is a guy who looks entirely too serious about bowling.
Okay, yep. Yeah.
And he waves, you know, like, oh hey, like, and then
Character
proceeds to
art is
throw
amazing.
things. And both of the kids are like,
Oh my god. Dad, we got friends. Can we pay for the friend to play the games with us? Sure they can.
and like, you are forcibly dragged to what is probably a Dance Dance Revolution stage with 3 sets to it.
Well, if we're going to be doing Dance Dance Revolution, I'm going to go grab me some apple juice. I will be right back.
Okay, my mom drinks that too.
Yeah.
And I will just sit here and watch because I enjoy watching people dance.
Okay. So, I'm gonna need Siobhan. Let's see. What do I want you to roll
Yeah,
to
what
see
do you-
how well you do at Dance
What would you like
Dance
me to
Revolution?
roll?
You know what? You can pick between cool or weird.
I'll try cool then. My cool's a +0.
I believe in you. You can do this. You are in business casual.
I got an 8.
You know what?
I wore my shoes for walking around the hotel, so
That works great. And I mean, you're normally not too bad at Dance Dance Revolution, but see, the thing is, you're playing with two children who play this game religiously and have picked the hardest one on the hardest mode
they
for your
play
first thing.
or whatever.
Oh yeah, no, you're doing your best to keep up. You're just proud that you didn't actually fail out of this.
Mhm.
And they're going to make you keep trying for a little bit. Hey, Jessie, while
Yo.
you're sitting over there, the dad comes over, sits next to you.
Oh, hey there. Are y'all new in town?
Yeah, we're visiting. You know, try and check out this lovely hotel and all that.
That's just great, you know. Like, this is a wonderful place. Like, it's so safe. It's got, like, all the staff is just so nice. Like, it's a really great place. Also, the bowling here is just fantastic. Like, you don't get this kind of bowling alley outside of Wisconsin. Like, it's just immaculate. Do you bowl?
I do bowl, actually. I'm a part of a league that bowls. We're actually my friend who's getting the apple juice and the one doing the dance revolution here are yeah, we do that. Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, that is just wonderful. I finally have some folks maybe I could play some bowling with while the kids get all their energy out. Those two munchkins, they really got a lot of energy. They take you after their
It's
mother.
great. You gotta love them.
Yeah, gotta love them. They keep you young. So would you like to roll a few rounds with me on the bowling alley? We can get your friend in on it when he gets back.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds fun, as long as everybody's cool with that.
Oh yeah, no, trust me, if I know my daughters, they're not gonna let your friend go for at least another 30 minutes. Or until she passes out. It really depends. So and just picks up, like, he goes over and he unzips, like, you know those people who have those, like, dedicated bags per each bowling ball they have? This man has, like, 4, and he unzips one, and he's like, see, now, I don't know why, I can't place it, but this one seems like it would suit you really well. And this one, you know, it's green, it's got little tendrils all around it, it's sparkly, it looks super cool. It's like, here, you can borrow it. Can you handle a 9-pounder?
What's that?
Can you handle a 9-pounder? It's a 9-pound ball.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I can. Uh-huh. That's something I can absolutely do.
Congratulations, you have been roped into bowling with the guy who is supervising his children. So, you maybe don't mention this as much at bowling league, but your magic, you use a ball sometimes as a way of channeling your magic.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a bowling ball. You don't tell anybody, that's why you get so many strikes, but nobody's asked. So, you're going up against this guy who's, real high and mighty. Would you like to show him how it's done?
Sure, let's do that.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll me some magic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I want to
use
see if
magic.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to use any of your magic yet today.
I'm trying to click on it.
Oh, you're good. There should be a little dice on either side of it.
Oh, cool. I used magic and it is a success.
You have done this time and time again, and he's throwing strikes. He got 1 spare or something. He bowls like somebody who's very good at it, but he's not using magic. You, on the other hand, have this ball that looks a lot like, it reminds you of Tatuli in some way. It's got its little tendrils in it. And you just strike after strike after strike, and the guy's like, oh my gosh, y'all are really good. Are y'all like professionals or something? This is incredible.
I would say I'm semi-pro. You know, I do this a lot, really. Yeah.
That is just spectacular. You just don't meet a lot of people who are involved in bowling anymore. Like it's just fantastic. They used to have one guy here that thought he was good at bowling, but man, that guy was terrible. Smelled like bad whiskey all the time. And then you got like some of the other folks ain't bad. Like they got that Boris guy, bless his soul. He thinks he can do it. He really can't. Hey, Siobhan, roll me cool one more time.
You got it. A 10.
Hey! You hear the high
Wow.
score buzzers go off and some tickets start spitting out of it, and the kids are just going absolutely nuts. They think you are just hot shit right now.
Oh man, I feel so cool and kind of sweaty, maybe a lot sweaty.
It's fine. You survived.
Yeah.
So they grab all of the tickets, and they're just like, "Come on, we gotta go. We gotta go count the tickets, and then we can see if we get a prize. We'll share it with you. Promise." And it's like you can never really tell which one of them starts or stops talking because they're doing it at the same time. I swear it's like one person talking at the same time. Definitely not for convenience of me.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Victor, you come back. You've got your apple juice of every type of alcohol, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You know, the kids come zooming over and just about like zip through your legs almost, trying to get to Pop. And you know, right as the guy's like, "So anyway, my name is Daryl. It's nice to meet you. What's your name?" To Jessie, and that's about when he gets, you know, blown over by two waist-sized children. And they're just like, "Dad, we got the high score on the 3-part because of that friend. This is awesome." And he's like, "Oh, that's fantastic, children. Well, do you need the rest of your tickets so you can count them?" And they're like, "Yeah." And he hands them the bag. It's like every so often we have to give them another bag of toys to help kind of reimburse the loss from letting them play the games all the time.
Yeah, that's totally understandable. Totally get that. Take a swing of my apple juice.
They sit down and start counting like crazy, and poor Gwen, you look so much like you have been babysitting 12-year-olds for about the past 5 seconds. So the guy's just sitting there. It's like, "So I hear y'all are in a bowling league. That just sounds pretty great. Y'all want to join us?"
You know what? I'm down for a game.
"Oh, that's fantastic. Here, I got 2 extras. Do you need a 10-pounder or do you need a 7-pounder?" And he just puts the 2 bags up there.
I'll take the 10-pounder. Thank you, kind friend.
Oh, absolutely. Always happy to share. And you get, you know, a really nice sparkly ball that just has the same kind of sparkle as your magic does. Like it's fancy. It's very fancy. And oh, here you go. If you're still up to it, sweet friends, for taking care of the kids, here, you can borrow this one. My wife uses that one all the time. It's fantastic. You pick it up, it swishes a little bit, which is interesting. You have suspicions about what's in this bowling ball, but it's fine. He starts shooting the breeze while y'all are bowling together, and it's just like, "Oh yeah, it's so nice here. Like everything has just been great. It's like you just never have anything happen all that much out here. And even if something does happen, they take care of it real quick. It's just fantastic."
You know, I keep hearing that that's a thing around here. Something happens, it gets taken care of really quick.
Oh yeah, you know, Miss Calliope, she really just keeps herself on top of everything. Like, you know, it's like she's going near to the ground wherever. It's fantastic. You can even just say, like, you know, "I could really use a drink" or something, and suddenly there's just a little coupon pops out. It's fantastic. Speaking of, a little coupon pops out. There was another one of those little slots. It's like, "Oh, look at here. See, you can get some more of that apple juice if you feel like it. Or maybe we could get you some of that. You seem like you need it after playing that much Dance Dance Revolution."
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's I've I think I'm noticing that a lot. There's just everything you just said, and then that happened. Really interesting. I'm glad that you pointed that out. You said your name was what again?
Oh, my name's Daryl. Daryl Golightly. I'm the Mr. Golightly that goes with the misses that you usually find in the bar.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh yeah. She really knows how to let loose and enjoy herself. This is actually where we met, if you'd believe it. Yeah, she came here for a business meeting. It was fantastic. And they just told her, it's like, hey, we need to spend like a lot more to get our tax deduction. We need to get, just some sort of big shindig. And she just looked just like, well, don't you worry, I got it. And then, she looked for just about any guy and she found me and it was great. She's like, see, I can tell don't tell the kids I said this, but something about making sure all your fingers can go in the right holes. Man, she thought I was just the best person ever. Anyway, a week later, it was a shotgun wedding, but because she makes the shotguns, it was tax deductible. Anyway, then we had the kids about 9 months later. It was fantastic.
Okay, Mr. Daryl. That seems awfully fast, but you know what? I'm not here to judge because it's just like, whatever makes you happy, kind sir. Whatever makes you happy. I'm here for it.
Honestly, I didn't think I could do any better if I tried.
I wouldn't say that now. I would not say that now. You got to think highly of yourself.
Oh, no, I think very highly of myself. I just think my wife's the best.
Love it. Love to see it. I hope to find that one day. I'm just going to give him like a little clap like, I want that someday.
Oh, well, you just keep at it. You never know when that person's going to show up out of the blue and then decide they want to marry you 2 days later. It worked out. Or persons. You never know. You could get lucky. 2 for 1 special. Maybe even 3. And anyway, the kids are finally finished. And they're just like, okay, I think we can get the big prize. Hey, lady, do you want a prize from the counter?
Oh, you don't have to get me anything.
Are you sure? Because, you totally helped.
All right, I trust you two to pick something out for me.
Okay. And they zip off to the prize counter, which is truly the most impressive thing you've ever seen in your life. They have just straight up, the recent game consoles up there for a reasonable amount of tickets. They have stacked this place a lot for the off season.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Oh man. So, Pops keeps talking. He's just like, oh yeah, no. But if you ever do find someone special, word to the wise. If you go behind those pins there's a door over there that leads straight back behind them. You can go straight out to the back. It's fantastic. If you just need a brief moment to yourself, or if the kids are screaming and you need to just hear the sweet, sweet sound of nothing, it is fantastic.
It's a cool thing you mentioned that, Daryl. Jessie, Gwendolyn, if I can I borrow a moment of your time? You said it without, and I'll point to the same direction that you mentioned.
Yeah, just right back there. Don't you worry. I will keep those little tots occupied. I guarantee you they're going to come back with some sort of random nonsense that they're going to want to get to your friends. But if they don't see you, because they are kind of a lot, I'll be sure and let you know around dinner.
Sounds good, Mr. Daryl. Appreciate it. I'll go shake his hand, and then it's just like, guys, can we go real quick? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely follows him.
Okay. Oh, y'all are in for a fun
How do you
time.
feel about this place, man? This place is weird, isn't it?
100%. That's why I'm like, that's not the. I'm sorry. Am I going? Am I? I'm sorry. I keep hearing the same thing of Miss Calliope knows everything.
Mm-hmm.
And initially I was thinking oh, well, this is probably just because people tell her stuff. But what if it's more than that?
Yeah, it sounds like it's more than that. I think you're right.
What if the slugs have something to do with it?
It's possible. I mean, they can travel throughout the whole building and carry stuff around. and
Yes.
basically react instantly to whatever happens.
Somebody's listening to us, basically.
Yes. What if they're listening to us now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, right about as you're like, is somebody listening to us now? You get like passed in this back hallway by a young man who just looks a little bit, just pale in the face. But he's heading out, but you catch just a glimpse of him, and you haven't seen him yet, but he looks a lot like the front desk clerk that you've seen a couple of times. And he seems to move past you like, oh, excuse me. And he just came in from the back alley that y'all are behind the pins right now, but you can probably follow to the back alley if you wanted. Or see who that guy was that just ran past.
Excuse me,
I'm gonna
sir.
follow the guy who just ran past.
Yeah.
Sorry. Can I help you? And it's just this shy, timid little dude. He's doing his best, but he's kind of gangly. He looks a lot like the front desk clerk. And give me half a second to move some little character icons around. Okay. And you guys see, for the first time, the night clerk. So, this fella right here, he's just like, okay, so, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to run into you. Can I help y'all with something? You should be careful being back here. This is where the pins and the bowling balls usually go. Sometimes they'll fall off, so do be careful coming back here.
Yeah, for sure. What is it? No, we were told that there was a place to go back here just to kind of like get away from things. We figured we drop on by because of, Raymond Blusters gets a little, just
Loud.
The twins are alive.
yeah, exactly. So, what were you doing back there?
He still looks a little pale, but I was taking out the trash. Our chef is getting ready for the dinner hour. You really should go to the dining hall if you have the passes. He does put on a little bit of a show. If you'll excuse me, I probably should get back to the front. Is there anything I can do for y'all?
You look a little pale, friend. Everything okay?
Oh, yeah. I'm thank you for asking. It just the dumpsters are a little unpleasant. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Downstairs?
Part of my job. No, the dumpsters out back in the alleyway. The door locks behind you, so I wouldn't. That's mostly employees only. But yeah, is there anything else that y'all need, or I'm fine.
Okay, just if you need anything, maybe we can help you out with something. Just like let us know. We'll be around.
Yeah, sure thing. And I'm gonna need you, Victor, to roll me a sharp check.
All right, sounds good. Let's see what I get. A 9.
Ooh, that's pretty good. As he runs by you, he smells a little bit like cheap whiskey, but not like he's been drinking. More like it got spilled on him.
I think somebody killed somebody.
Oh, geez, what?
It's fine. Yeah, he runs past. He's off to the kitchen to help out because there's dinner hours almost upon us, and You hear from inside the Dave and Buster's, you can't tell if they're squealing from joy or from like, where did our new friend go?
Yeah, I'll go back in there.
Oh, fantastic.
I am going to stay and talk to Victor.
Ooh. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Oh, hang on. I almost had it.
There they are.
So, yeah, there we go. I got them back on. You come out and you get immediately tackled by people who are about the same size as you. And they're like, we were so worried you went away. Like, we were so wondering if we were going to have to, like, give it to you at the dinner hour. At the dinner
Sorry
hour.
about that. I had to step away for a minute.
Oh, you're fine. You came back, though. We got you this thing. And we figured if you want, you could totally come to, like if Dad says it's okay, y'all and your friends could come and, like, hang out with us and our parents, and we could play it, and they hand you a card game, like, you know, those Cards Against Humanity but for all ages kind of games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not the adult one. The
No
one that
worry
children
there.
play.
Children.
Like an apples to apples.
Yeah, it's like apples to apples, you know. And you see Daryl's over there like, yeah, no, that's fine. If y'all want to come over, that's perfectly fine. We don't mind hanging out with all of the folks here at the resort. It's always nice to meet some friends who are adults. Always fantastic. If y'all want to, we're in room 329. You know, you can get to meet the missus. It's great.
Oh, well, I'm
should
gonna say.
probably
Oh well,
run
I
before
actually
you
got.
do.
I got to meet her this morning.
Oh, you got to meet her this morning.
I did.
Oh, she's probably gonna like you. If you were in the bar at 10 in the morning, she's really gonna like you. She gets
Oh
very
yeah,
talkative.
I stopped by. It was nice. It was nice to talk to her.
Oh yeah, no, she'll talk your ear off if you let her. It's fantastic. I don't really have to talk that much when she's around. I just sit there and nod. It's fantastic. It's like I can just turn my brain off and watch the sports, and then suddenly it's like 2 hours later, and I haven't had to say a thing.
And I'm just being there and nodding. In this
So
He doesn't seem
while
like he has a hard
Gwendolyn
time
is
talking.
stuck, yeah, while Gwendolyn is stuck in what can only be presumed as, you know, very
Holocaust.
polite Michigan hell.
Got time to
What are
go
y'all
whelp
doing?
and slap my knees and walk away.
Exactly. You're having a great time talking to Daryl. Yeah, so Victor, Jessie, what are you discussing in that back alley of where the pins are?
Victor,
Yes.
aren't you a little curious as to why he doesn't look like the type to drink to me?
Who? Which one?
The guy that was just here.
Oh, Mr. What? Oh, that one. Oh, yeah. No, it didn't.
Do you think he dumped something in the back?
It's
like,
possible.
Like a person, something?
Whoa, that's a big leap.
Listen. What if this is a lot more sinister? Like, this hotel feels a lot more sinister than it is.
Oh no, 100%. I got that vibe as soon as the things just started appearing out of nowhere.
And everybody's listening in to what we're talking about. And then at this, Jessie looks around just to see if a letter will come out of nowhere. But what if they're actually like take care of the problems, like, and then finger take care, you know, like the mafia does it.
I mean, it's possible. Let's see. Hold on. I wish I could have a drink right now.
From the back of the bowling alley, there's not any of those little slots where something could come out. But you
Okay.
do hear something in the pipes.
It's those things again.
Maybe they can hear us and just. Do you think Miss Calliope is like one of those things?
I mean, it makes sense. To me, it makes sense if it's part of what if Miss Calliope is not a singular person.
Yeah, like a
But-
hive mind.
Yeah. I can
That's an
see.
idea.
We should probably go get Gwendolyn.
Yes, but also we should also kidnap one of those things and talk to it and see.
If it talks to us.
Yeah. Well, I have a feeling that it does because it can take at least like basic instructions of go here and go there, bring this and bring that. So it can understand us at the very least.
Oh, okay. My idea combined with yours. We go grab Gwendolyn. We head up to the room. We ask for 3 things, and then one of us can try and grab one, and then we interrogate it.
That's a good idea.
I have those sometimes.
Well, I agree, because Thule wouldn't have dated you if you weren't.
Aw, that's so nice of
Yeah,
you. You snap
I
that.
know. We're just
Ah.
like good buds. Like I know you dated my it's fine. You know, we're friends.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna like be like, yeah, just like E.
Oh my gosh. So y'all are talking, I assume, as you're walking back to go save Gwendolyn from this social anxiety hell that she has found herself in. Yeah, because Gwendolyn, you're just sitting here listening to these twins talk about so much. It's hard to follow. Like, you've gone from Fortnite to the latest and greatest in pop tween singers to, you know, the next game that's dropping. They mentioned that they totally saw a guy going towards their room last night, and then they just start casually talking about other shit. Like, they talk a mile a minute, and you're pretty sure you look at Daryl and you realize that man has glazed over. He is watching the sports. He has entered his zen. He is watching the thing. He is aware of where his children are and nothing else.
As you do. With
As
this
you
kind
do.
of situation.
Yeah. So I think I'll be like, oh, can you tell me more about the person you saw last night?
Oh, yeah. No, that was, yeah, I think it was the guy that broke into the room. Yeah, no, it was this weird janitor guy, but he wasn't dressed like he murdered this. Yeah, I think he got fired. Yeah, and like he ran up there, he tried to get into the safe, but then mom found him. Yeah, mom found him. Oh my gosh, that was funny. Yeah, no, and then like I think dad called down to the night clerk. Yeah, what's his name again? I think his name is John. Maybe it's Jacob. Maybe it's G. Schmidt. I don't know, but like anyway, they handled it. But yeah, it was super cool. We saw mom go crazy. That doesn't happen a lot.
Or what did mom do?
Oh, she got one of her inventions, and then she was like shooting a bunch of holes in the wall or something. And yeah, no, it was weird. It was like the pipe shook really bad. But anyway, the guy ran away. And like I think the night clerk must have caught him because we got all of our stuff back. It was the most exciting thing that's happened here in the last 7 years. Yeah, like in the last 7 years at least. It was crazy.
Oh, I'm glad the two of you are okay.
Oh, yeah, us too. No, we don't have to worry about stuff like that. Like, usually, you know, nothing happens in the first place, but if something ever does, they usually have somebody that can take care of it. Yeah. Usually it's Boritz. I don't know if you've ever met him. You might have seen him. He's a super big guy that looks like a superhero, and he stands by the pool. And like, yeah, usually if somebody's causing trouble, they just go have him. He picks them up and then just goes, like, puts them outside. Like you do when there's a spider in your room.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I have any like follow-up questions for these kids because like I feel like I got it from like I've heard this story from like 3 or 4 different people now. So I feel like I got it. There's something weird with their mom. And I don't think they saw too much of like the person that snuck in. So I feel like I was looking at read a bad situation, but these kids talking to me is not a bad
for it.
situation. If I was still like thinking about the snakes in the walls, like behind the pins, maybe I would read it. But I don't feel like in danger here or anything, so
You know what?
Good.
I'm gonna make you read a bad situation anyway, just for funsies.
All right, let's just do it, just for funsies.
Okay.
All right.
Oh. That's a you can mark experience for that one.
All right, my
You
first,
got a
first
6 on that.
fail.
Yeah, hey, congratulations. Something about being around children that talk constantly the entire time you're around them. Like, they're great kids. No filter.
Yeah.
You're just like, okay, yeah, Where are my friends? They've left me here.
Right,
oh, hi
yeah,
guys.
I'm stranded
Thank
here.
you for coming back. Like these children are not your children. You don't really know them, but thankfully, here comes Victor and Jessie. They have returned.
Hey, Gwendolyn. Can we? Super cool idea. Can we all head back up to the room real quick? Daryl, I know you and the kids probably got some things to do. But we just wanna go have a conversation up with Gwen up in our room, if that's okay. Gwen, are you cool with that?
Of course.
Okay.
Goodbye. And
Bye.
I hold up the game and I say thank you. Are you sure you two don't want to keep it?
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. But you should totally come play with us after dinner. That'll be fun.
And then Daryl's like, yeah, no, sure, you absolutely should. It'd be nice to play games with adults for once.
And I say, well, maybe we'll see.
Okie dokie then. All right. So, are y'all heading back up to the room?
Yes.
Okay. After just overstimulation station,
Yes.
you come back to just a very scenic, the epitome of luxury, just the nicest hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
And just, you can decompress. It's just quiet here.
Mm-hmm.
What would y'all like to do?
So, Gwen, we were talking. We have a theory.
Mm-hmm.
And it
The theory-
involves
Yes.
kidnapping.
Okay.
So, the theory is this: Miss Calliope is not a single person, but a hive mind. All of the things that are slamming across the wall are possibly her, because they all, like, this entire place, it's just the thing that keeps popping up. Like, these things are slithering all around the place. Things pop in out of nowhere. It's just, and we never hear anything about. We haven't seen this Miss Calliope person. Adding on top of that, one of the things I can say for certain is Miss Calliope has no eyeballs. So, I heard that from Mr. Boris. And then with everything that's going on with the creeper, Mr. Ralph, and then also the other tiefling that just walked by us, Jessie smelled the smell of whiskey on them, which he doesn't really look like he drinks. There's something here. I think it involves Miss Calliope.
Mm-hmm.
And so our thought process is we all simultaneously order something. And then as soon as one of those slug things comes in here, one of us grabs it and we interrogate it.
Okay. Do you think they just heard the plan? Do you think they're going to be prepared?
Probably.
For the plan? They're listening? Because we just had this conversation in the hotel.
So,
But I think it's a good idea. It's just this step that I have questions about, but maybe it'll be fine.
We can
Hey.
still try.
We can still try, because I did not think that part through.
I need one of you to roll sharp. All of you can. I need one of you to
I'll do
pass.
it. I got a 5.
I
Yeah.
got an 8.
Ah, fantastic. So, Gwen, you're just looking at your good friend Victor, who you just said that entire plan in the hotel where things are in the walls, and you're just like,
Yes.
and Jessie, you're going over probably to get the sheet of paper, like to write down the sort of requests you have. And you notice that there's already a letter that has been put onto your nightstand.
Not great. And I'm gonna look at it.
Okay.
What does it say?
Okay. So you look over to your letter. And it just says, "Hello, Michelin Guild members. Please don't harass the mail system handlers. You are cordially invited to dinner. Miss Calliope."
Wow.
You look at the watch that's nearby. It is very close to dinner hour. She definitely heard the plan.
Yeah.
I'm going to write a note
Mhm.
and show it to my friends. And in the
Mhm.
note it'll say, "Let's go to dinner, and if we see anybody that looks like Miss Calliope, we'll corner them, but in a letter." And I'm showing it.
Okay. Yeah, I read it and I nod. I don't say anything out loud.
Okay. You
Okay,
don't
let's
hear
finish.
anything in the walls. Like it's silent. Whatever was delivering the mail has left. It may not have seen what you just held.
I have a feeling that it didn't, because Miss Calliope doesn't have eyes.
Exactly.
That is the one key feature I will hold on to. She does not have eyes. They do not have eyes.
Okay. All right. So, y'all are gonna head off to the dining room because it is dinner hour. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Are you okay? And the first things to pop up, you've got the usual suspects. Pay no attention to the fact that she doesn't have feet. It's fine. Wait, hang on. You go over there. Anyway, so you're greeted at the door by an equally adorable little fluffy dog that is the spitting image of Borf.
Hi, can I help you with your seat? My name is Boof. I will be your server tonight.
Oh my god, you're the most adorable thing I've ever seen.
Thank you. I am very small.
You are indeed very small.
So Boof over here, he leads you to a lovely little seat, probably this one over here by the window. It's a nice little corner seat. And it's just like,
So, would you like for your food to be spicy, or would you like for the chef to hold back on the spice?
No spice for me, please.
No spice. Okay, that's all right. We already have one order for no spice. How about you,
I'll have it
Victor?
spicy. Oh, sorry.
No. You are perfectly fine, Miss Gwendolyn. We will get you all the spice. It will be the spiciest thing ever. Would you like a
Oh.
water?
Yes. Thank you.
And how about you, Mr. Victor, what would you like? Would you like spicy or not spicy?
Spicy, please, and please tell the chef don't hold back on the spice.
Okay, spice until he regrets living. Okay, we got you. Would you like some water with that? Or some milk?
No. Can I get a coffee, please?
Sure thing, bud. We will get you some coffee.
Thank
You
you.
are a brave man. Okay, and Mr. Jessie. Yes.
Yes. No
What
spice.
do you? No spice? Yes. Do
Absolutely
you want
no
something
spice.
to drink?
Oh,
We have everything.
Diet Coke.
Okay, we will get you some Diet Coke, mister. It will be nice.
Thank you.
Okay. And, okay, just one moment while we go back, and I will come back with all of your food.
And he just toodles off, and he's got the fluffiest tail that is just wagging nonstop as he walks off. Like, almost enough to where his whole body would wiggle, but not quite. He's got some class. And you just see through the little hole into the kitchen, it just looks like the fires erupt from in there. And like, it's very nice ambiance out here. You know, the Go Lightlies do eventually show up. You know, they join Mama Go Lightly over here, and you know the twins are having a great time. You know, Boof comes out, takes their order too, comes back with all of your drinks.
Okay. Miss Gwendolyn, here you go. It is a water. It is very good. Okay. Mr. Victor, here you go. Nice hot coffee. We made it a latte. And don't worry, there's fancy little art on it for you to enjoy.
You look, and on top of your little coffee with the latte art on it is a picture of Boof.
I love that.
There's, okay, Mr. Jessie, we got you some Diet Coke
Thank you very
with
much.
the good ice, the little bitty ones.
With the good ice. Thank you.
Hell yeah. You're welcome. Okay, dinner should be served here shortly. If you need any alcoholic drinks, let me know. I can go get them, or you can go order them from the bar, because my brother, Borf, he is working as the bartender. Do you need anything else while I am here?
I think that will be it. At
Wait,
least
do
for
we
me.
need to wait for the out of character for the plan? Do we need to ask for something so that something is brought to us? Like,
I'm
do we need to be
actually-
like, oh, actually, we'd love to speak to the manager or whatever?
Maybe. I think we're just like waiting until somebody shows up.
Okay, yeah, so we'll just like be like, just our entrees for now, thank you.
Okay, I can do that. The appetizers will be out shortly.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a 5-course meal. It's really good. Mr. Satine, he really put his heart and soul into it. Although I don't know if he has a soul. But if he does, I think he went into the food. Okay, I'll be right back.
And Boof walks off. And yeah, Jessie. Oh yeah, no, you go ahead, Victor.
Oh, I was gonna say as soon as Boof leaves away, I was like, I will die for their Boof and Borf.
Lattes.
It is very good. Like, if nothing else, the coffee is like, it's that nice dark roast that's not bitter, but it's really flavorful, and the milk is just perfect. Like, it's the good texture milk. And there's, of course, an adorable face of the dog. And when you drink out of it, it just makes it look like he's got his little mouth open afterwards. It's adorable.
Love that.
And Jessie, as you're sitting there, you get a text message.
Oh,
I've been watching them, Boo. Look outside.
okay. And I do look outside.
All right. Roll me sharp.
That is double sixes.
Ooh.
And my sharp is, I believe, a 0. So that's a 12.
Okay. Alrighty. So you look out and you see that pacing down the boardwalk, basically between the lawn and the pool and the beach, is that night clerk, the one that you passed, who is on the phone with someone very hectically talking. Like, you can't hear what he says, but you can see
I'm gonna
it.
text my boyfriend and be like,
Mhm.
"Can you hear him?" I know, like, it depends on what you can do, but like, can you?
Text back, I'll try. If the water is still, I am there for you.
That
And-
means nothing to me, but continue.
Okay. So you can kind of keep an eye on that outside, and he's clearly talking, just pacing back and forth, and all this, and you're just watching, and then all of a sudden, Boof comes back,
Your appetizers have arrived.
and it's just
Thanks, Boof.
You're welcome. I am happy to serve. It is my favorite thing. Let me know if you need anything else.
and then Boof scuttles off after dropping essentially the first of what's going to be about 5 courses of just the most delicious but very spicy food that you've ever had, except for yours, Jessie. Yours is just flavorful. There's no spice level to it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, Victor, I'm gonna need you to give me just a second. Let me look at your character sheet right quick. Okay. So you can choose to roll tough to see if you can stomach this, or you can see if you can roll cool to look like you're fine.
I'm going to risk it for the biscuit and roll tough.
Okay, and if you want to use your magic abilities to give you some sort of boosty boost, by all means.
What is it? Sadly, I don't think any of mine can take that. So this is just me, pure determination. Just let's see what I can do.
I believe in you. You got
That
this.
makes fun of us.
So,
I will.
mhm.
I imagine as soon as I take the first bite and I sink myself, like, let the flavors go into it. Like, you all are going to see me like turn like a little bit of red, but then I'm going to close my eyes, snap my fingers, and I'll actually use a luck for this one.
Oh, very nice. Excellent use of luck. That means that you automatically pass with a 12 on this one.
Wow.
So, with the power of magic just pressed to digitizing your face, you might be, healing yourself as this is going in. It's fine. There's some magic nonsense happening.
Yes.
You seem fine. It is regret your choices in life levels of spicy, but it is so good. Like, you like spicy food. But this is the kind of spicy food that it hurts, but it hurts so good. This is the best thing that you think you've ever eaten. You may regret it later, but for now, my God, it is fantastic. Jessie, you get a text back. And it just says, he's going out back tonight when the sun goes down.
That's
To
what he
make a
said?
plan. Yes.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay. So y'all eat probably the most delicious, incredibly hot meal you've ever had. And it gets to the dessert, which is just chocolate with spice in it, which somehow makes it taste chocolatier, but you're so glad you have magic because my God, they really went hard on that. It finishes, and just after all of that, Boof comes back up.
I hope you have enjoyed your meal, and all of it was compliments of Miss Calliope, who said that she is happy to have you stay here, and if you would like, you are welcome to meet the chef if you want to. It is a perk.
Boof.
Yeah.
What
Yes.
would we need to do if we would like to meet
Miss Calliope.
Oh, I don't know. I will have to ask. That's maybe
Go
a
ahead
question.
and ask for us.
Yeah, sure thing. Okay, would you like to meet the chef in the meantime? It may take me a second to go down all of the
Yes.
stairs.
Yes,
Okay.
I'd love to meet the chef.
Okay, that is fantastic. Please follow me. I will go downstairs and ask about meeting Miss Calliope. One moment.
And he leads you all into the kitchen. And you know, it's a very nice kitchen. And you know, just I need all of you to roll me. Actually, you know what? Jessie, you seem to be on high alert. I'm going to have you roll to read a bad situation.
If this ends up being a they'll eat us kind of situation, it's not great. But yeah, let's do a read a bad situation.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm trying to click on it. Don't know if it's working.
Yeah. So you see how it
There we
has
go.
those little dice next
Yep.
to it? Yeah,
It's
if you
just
click.
very slow.
Oh,
Oh.
Oh well.
you went into this kitchen and man, it is just so clean. Like they just finished dinner hour and like this whole place is just spotless. Like you've gone into some kitchens in your day. They run a tight ship here. And then walking out from presumably the storage section, you know, you do look over to the left. There's a lot of extra food. Like they made more than anyone here would need to eat. Like they made extra. But how about this big guy? This absolute unit of a man. And it's just like, oh, well, hi. Are you the special guest with us this evening? Hi, my name is Satine, and I'm the chef in here from Georgia. Pleasure to meet you.
Whoa. Say teen, you said.
Yeah, Satine.
With your pointy in your tail.
Oh, yeah. Satan is actually my uncle. I'm Satine. Yeah.
I see.
Okay.
Hi. How did you enjoy your meal? I see we got one folks here who knows how to handle his spice.
Yeah, it was very flavorful. I do appreciate the level of spice. I think you could go further. Don't get me wrong. That was hot, but I think you could do more. I believe that you can do more.
Oh, I'm sure that I can, but I usually save that for anybody in the down there because usually that's hellishly hot and most mortals don't need that sort of strain on their intestines. But if you do want to try that, I am more than willing to send your gut straight to hell. It is fantastic. We have great cuisine there. It's really hot.
I'll take you up when I'm not on duty. So, or shit, I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, you're on duty for something.
Yes.
What you working for?
It's what I'm working on. That's what I'm working on.
Oh, well, what are you? You tell me what you're working on. I'll show you a little bit of what I'm working on.
Oh well, that's.
Uh-huh.
Hi.
That was
I
a
meant
serious
just-
offer.
Anywho, back to the original thing. Nice again to meet you, Mr. Satine.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I'm glad y'all enjoyed your dinner. I hear you guys have been asking around about Miss Calliope. She did let me know to give y'all this special treatment. So yeah, we always make some extra that we keep around just in case somebody who works here or Miss Calliope would like it to have taste. And, I've worked here for many years. Personal friend of mine, love her to death. Is there any questions I can help answer for you about that?
Yes. Why doesn't she ever meet guests?
Oh, she's self-conscious. Bless her heart. She's big as a house and just the sweetest lady you ever met. She's been around here as long as the hotel has. You know, just a nice lady though.
Out of character, I'm like, oh, she's just the hotel itself. It's as big as a house. Yeah, I think
The whole hotel.
yes, I'm like, I was wondering where my character sheet is, and I just closed it so I could look at this beautiful character art. I'm pulling that back open. Yes, I think I am. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna as we do this conversation, I'm gonna do just one more thing again. My move.
Oh, bring it on. Roll for it.
I got an 11 again.
Okay.
All
What two
right,
questions do you want to ask Satine?
2 questions. Yeah, so I'm gonna ask this less rudely, but what sort of creature is it, referring to the proprietor of this establishment?
Oh, well, I tell
So,
you,
I'm asking more about what is she like? Yeah.
Oh, well, she's not a demon. I know some folks have been curious about that. We do have occasionally people poking around, but I swear she is completely harmless. I can tell you for sure she is not on the list of people who go to hell when they die. I have one.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's fine. We had one local just show up. I swear that dude had everything on the list. He even accidentally consumed an innocent soul. But some folks don't realize that that's sometimes forgivable because it's a bee and they have to give up their life to sting you, and he just sat down wrong. But anyway, it's fine. But and there was one dude, he just was not good. But yeah, he recent hire. But I tell you what, Miss Calliope, she's fine. She ain't never hurt nobody. I should know. I get a list. I don't think anybody here is on the hell list, so congratulations. That's always good.
Wow.
But yeah, no, she's not some demon or something. She's just, big as a house. She's a sweet lady. She could do a lot of stuff most folks can't.
I guess my next question is, what is it going to do? Because, okay, maybe she is some weird thing, but is she the source of the weird problems? What is it going to? What is she going to do? What is my question?
Oh, okay. Well, she had, she figured you'd want to hear after dinner, but she figured she was going to invite y'all since y'all been so curious, and we heard from Boof you wanted to meet her in person. I think she might actually be willing to meet with y'all, but she requested that it would happen at night. Since y'all been kind of poking around, seeing what's going on, that's all right. It's okay if you want to come see what's going on.
Yes, please. If that is perfectly okay, we would love the opportunity.
Okay, that works out perfectly. Then I'll just let her know, and she'll probably give you just a little text message, maybe send John up to get you, because you've been hearing all these terrible rumors. We don't want you to leave here thinking that there's something untoward happening.
Indeed, we greatly appreciate it.
Oh, of course. And if y'all need anything at all, or seconds or whatever, just let me know. And he picks up a large tray of food, and there is what looks to be a stone dumbwaiter in the back. It goes straight down. He puts this whole tray of food in there, closes it, sends down just a large amount of food on this tray. It's like, don't you worry, we'll get you we'll get you set right up. So Boof, he'll take you back, or if you want to stick around the bar for a little bit, that works too. You just go on ahead, and we'll meet you. We'll meet you this evening. And Boof, bless his soul, he brings you back to the dining hall, and it's just like,
Did you enjoy meeting the chef?
Absolutely, we did. Thank you, Boof. We appreciate you.
Am I a good boy?
Absolutely, you are.
You are the best boy.
That is fantastic news. I will let management know. It affects my raises and ratings. I am a very good boy, so I get raises. That means extra peanut butter sometimes. Okay, thank you all for your service. Do you need anything else?
Not that I can think of for me, Mr. Boof, but yeah.
Okay. Miss Gwendolyn or Mr. Jessie, is there anything that you two need?
Oh, my question about meeting Miss Calliope, I know that Satine has this, thing already all wrapped up. But did you ever ask her that? Did you ever ask about that at all?
I went up front and I asked Miss Jane about it, and she said I will send a letter. So
I see.
I think she must have sent a letter.
Has anybody ever asked to meet Miss Calliope before?
Once or twice.
What happened to them?
I think they were fine.
They went home just fine. Nothing happened.
I think so. They checked out the next day.
They checked out the next day.
She usually only meets people at the end of their stay.
And you saw them leave.
I don't see a lot. I don't work in the mornings. That's where my brother Borf works. I work in the evenings on the dinner shift. The tips are better.
I see. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to go now. It has been nice serving you.
and Boof scoots off. And so you remember how the Go Lightlies were also in the room with you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to go and play cards with the Go Lightlies tonight, or do you want to wait in your room for whatever may happen?
I guess I could try to play one game with them. They are just little kids that want attention. Like, that's fine.
It's up to you.
I would say that we don't need to play that scene out because I'm tired.
Yeah. Understandable. Okay, so then we will scoot to the very end where, you all wait in your room until night falls, and let's see. Jessie, you get a text that you saw that Thule saw the two talking and like scribbling something down, putting it in a hole, and then something would come out. They were conversing over something, but Thule couldn't see what they were writing. But eventually you get yourself a note that says, please come downstairs and we will meet you out back behind, in the back alley where the employee only area is. Come at your leisure. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do this. Let's see who this Miss Calliope is. Whoa, there's blood.
Okay. So you come out back, and just behind the section there, it's a back alley, it's behind the thing. It's you do notice there's what remains of not just food, but also something a little bit more unpleasant. And you get a little note that slips out from one of the slats in the wall that just says, I want to be upfront with you that there was a crime here yesterday. A former employee tried to attack one of our current employees, my grandson. And it just says this on the little card. And the grandson himself, he comes out of that other door with the light up front. And it's just like, okay, so calm down. We just want to be upfront about what's going on here. Proper authorities were informed of this, but yeah. Last night when there was the break-in, he ran out back, and I tried to stop him, but he shoved me, and I couldn't fight him off. But and you see as one of the pipes that's hanging from the wall slowly curls down and taps you on the shoulder as pieces of the building begin to move and go over and open the door to this downstairs thing. He's like, just follow me. Very few people know about who my grandmother is. Do you follow him down the door?
Yeah.
100%.
All right, so you go down a couple of sets of stairs to what appears to be this just really old-fashioned log cabin. It's got a hearth over there, and it is a little bit humid and dank down here, but it's somewhat the belly of the beast. It's fine. So you walk down, and, John, he lets you down. He's like, look, Grandma can explain to you on your own, but if you have any questions, I will be right outside up front.
Okay.
You are down here. You watch as the iron chandelier starts to unspool a little bit, reaches down, picks up a quill, and starts writing, "What would you like to know?"
Did somebody die here?
And the iron starts to twirl around and write, the ex-employee pulled a knife. I had to defend my grandson.
Okay, so this was done in self-defense.
Yes, it writes. And it starts writing, now I know that you report to the guild. I hope that this will not reflect negatively on this hotel.
And if it would?
The fire kind of blazes up a little bit. I would hope to convince you to look the other way. We do not have these sorts of problems often.
But it's happened more than once then.
The little iron chandelier unspools, pulls back over to that bookcase over there in the back. Pulls out a little book. It's this old, like clearly weather worn, like the musk and dankness of the room has gotten to it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Sets it down, and it appears to be, the iron opens it, and it appears to be a diary, probably of somebody who's, long since passed, given the age of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you can read through it, and it details the story of Miss Calliope,
Mm-hmm.
who was a half-elven woman who found a little creature in the chicken coop and brought it inside. And she would feed it whatever the scraps were from the table, and it got bigger and bigger as the days went on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Miss Calliope's parents were not good, left her alone a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But her dream was, to run a hotel at some point.
As all of our dreams are.
As all of our dreams are. It's a young person's dream, but it just she flips, the iron bar flips through, and it's just years pass, she's getting grown up. She has been continually feeding this creature she had found in the chicken coop.
Mm-hmm.
And turns out, it's a mimic.
Right.
Keeps feeding it. It keeps getting bigger. Eventually, she has to keep replacing parts of the house to hide this mimic. Keeps feeding it more and more, finds out different ways to do it. Eventually Miss Calliope becomes a very old woman. And by then, she had managed to make a small inn. A small little wooden inn that was originally founded several hundred years ago. She's long since passed. But she left it to her grandchildren, to her children. And her children left it to their children. And the little iron pulls across all the different books, and it's like, goes back over, picks up the quill. There have been many thieves, many creatures. I will always protect my mother's house. I am my mother's house. Miss Calliope was the person who found the mimic. And it writes, I am the thing she found in the chicken coop. If the hotel ends, I will starve. And just puts the quill down.
What do you eat?
And one of the stripes on the pinstripe wall comes down and starts opening a door, and then the dumbwaiter comes down with all that big food amount and just flings it into the fire, which then burns it all away. And it just says, I eat the leftovers, as I always have.
Okay. So the whole hotel is essentially a live mimic. You don't necessarily harm people unless they harm somebody close to you.
Yes.
How about this? Instead of keeping it a secret that you're a mimic, how about we turn it into
A gimmick.
a gimmick.
The mimic is the gimmick.
Yeah. You seem like a very nice mimic. You seem very sweet. And, I don't think it would be a bad idea to do that. What do you
It
all
takes
think?
up the quill. Yeah.
How do we write about this situation? How can I give an honest review of this hotel if I don't mention this situation?
What if we mention the incident that's been reported to the authorities, but otherwise just showing full cooperation and making sure that everything is laid out on the table? No, it's one thing. I think it's one thing if they're hiding it, but they're not. They're just saying, hey, this is what's happened.
To me, it does seem like they're hiding the fact that this hotel is a mimic.
Well, I mean,
Well, they won't have to anymore.
The thing unspools. in olden times, people were very unkind to monsters. Is it different now?
I don't. Is it different now? Out of character? Like, I don't know. I don't think so.
People might be a little terrified of a giant hotel mimic, but I guess that does depend on how y'all want to swing it.
Yeah.
If we spin this in the way that what if we spin this in the direction of this being the big reveal as to why they do such an amazing job is because the hotel is the mimic, catered to serve their entire needs and to include security and protection.
And it feels like the whole thing was a protection. Like, you can feel safe because
There's no
whole
privacy in this
hotel-
building.
That is true.
I can't.
Like, nobody's perfect. No hotel is perfect.
It comes down and writes, I only go to your room if you put a letter in the box.
Did that happen
You could hear us.
before we... Didn't we get a message before we put a letter in the box?
Yes, I left that there before you got there.
Oh, that was what happened? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm like crossed my arms and I'm tapping my foot and I'm like, the truth must come out though. I
mean,
don't
we
give
can
less
still
than
tell the
honest reviews.
We can still tell the truth. But I don't think it'll be a negative draw, you see. I feel like we can tell the truth. But, and I don't think we need to spin it. We could just be like, this hotel was a great place to stay. We had very good security. We had safety. Yeah, sure, we experienced some stories. We heard some stories and all, but that just goes to show how good of a security the place has because it keeps you safe.
Yeah.
There's just one little letter that gets written and then just handed to Gwendolyn. And it just says, the truth is, my mother taught me better than to hurt someone. And I try not to listen, but you do kind of live in my ear.
And I'm like, I read this and I just say out loud, but we're talking about me encouraging people to come live in your ear unknowingly. That is what the conversation is.
It won't be unknowingly. It'll be knowingly because we'll tell them that it is a mimic.
Okay.
And that is
Okay.
yeah.
The
Okay.
gimmick is the mimic.
I
Gimmick
will
is the mimic.
I will say though, there were a lot of guns in this building, so I don't know if I would totally give an okay on the it's totally safe and has good security. But I do think begrudgingly that they have good customer service.
You just, the little note, thank you. I worked very hard on that. My grandkids are very good.
I think, Ms. Calliope, we would ask that you might want to encourage your guests to not bring weapons here. Probably be your best bet to ensure you may, don't put yourself in that situation.
There's just a little note. I safeguard the guns while they're here. The safe is her, quotes, walking around money. Spelled exactly like you think, with an apostrophe and no G at the end of it.
This
and then
hotel,
just a section.
this hotel was a venue for a gun-themed wedding. Like,
It was like, yes, it's on our website. My grandkids made that for me. Also, I hold the guns when not in use, and just the wall pops out and there's a safe, and then the wall closes again, it's best if Miss Holly does not have ready access to anything but liquor. Don't tell her I said that.
We will keep it a secret.
Indeed.
And then just the drawers open up and a few little tendrils of paper just set out some coupons, and it's just like, thank you for your understanding. Here are some complimentary items.
I can't accept that in return for a good review, but thank you.
I'll accept it.
It's like, I'll accept that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm okay. Don't worry.
Jesse, you just get a little text. I want pictures of the paintball in swimsuits event coupon.
Okay. And then I will absolutely do that. Don't worry. I got it.
And congratulations, you guys found out the mystery.
Yeah.
And
I did not expect that the hotel would be a mimic.
We did the mimic right away. I'm like, oh my god, how did we not figure that out? Very good.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was right there at the very beginning, but it's just like, oh, that's fine.
I had a move where I was like, oh, we'll see more than one monster, so I don't want to trigger this. But I have a move that's like, when you first see a monster in a mystery, you get to ask a question from the investigative mystery. Although I did that so many times, it doesn't really matter. But that was a move I had and didn't use.
yeah, but this was fun. I don't remember what gave me the idea to be like, hey, you know what would be really cool? A hotel that's just a giant ass mimic. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that's good.
But, well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. It's just a little mystery romp through fun times, and you got to have a little hotel staycation.
I loved your backgrounds and characters. It was a really nice touch.
They were really good. Yeah.
The artwork
It was
was
worth the
amazing.
wait.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
thanks. I have to admit, that was a serious case of the ADHD procrastination where it's like, oh no, I have a solid deadline. I'm going to draw faster than I have ever.
Mood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
thank you.
it came out really
Yeah.
good. All the characters are super cute.
Oh, thanks. I still feel bad I didn't get a chance to draw y'all's characters, but I appreciate y'all. This has been a lot of fun. It is kind of late, so I'm going to let you go. But yeah, thank you guys for playing.
Thank you
Bye for having us.
Absolutely. All right. I guess I'll talk to y'all later. What? Oh yeah. Hey, tell everybody the stuff that y'all do that's really cool. This is the first time I've ever run a stream, as you can probably tell.
It's all right. You're doing fantastic.
All right. So how about Justin, tell us again what all you get into.
Okay, cool. Again, everybody, thank you all for tuning in tonight. I am GM Justin. You can find me on all my socials at Forever GM Justin. You can also find me over at Roll D5, where we play indie TTRPGs, and we're currently doing a bunch of streams this month to support the Trevor Project in celebration of Pride. So by all means, check out our socials and see what events we got going on and the dates for those. But in the meantime, again, thank you again for running the session for us and for having us here. So this was a blast.
Yeah, thank y'all for playing. Y'all were excellent players. And I guess we'll go down the next one. Siobhan, tell us about what you got going on.
Yeah, so you can follow me on Twitter at Spellbound Mage. You can find me on co-host at Siobhan. And you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/runaway sorcery. And you can find my podcast where we play a social drama detective game for the first season at Some Place to Be on Twitter and co-host, and someplacetobe.neocities.org on the internet. And next season we're playing a Blowing Outside Blowing game called Butterfly Court. And it's a lot of fun. So if you liked my work, consider checking out my podcast. Thank you.
Okay. And last but certainly not least, Glaiza, tell us what all you're getting into.
Yeah, I'm Glaiza. I go by they, them, and I do a lot of things on the internet. But honestly, if it's okay, I would really much prefer if you would just go to linktree, the link tree of Operation Olive Branch. It's all about how we can help the people of Palestine survive the genocide that's happening over there. There's an exhaustive list if you just look for Operation Olive Branch on the many ways that you can help. And that's I'd rather you spend the time to look for that than to look for me because I'm just everywhere. Yeah, let's support the people that need it the most. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free.
Excellent news. We'll give that a look, and thank you again for playing. And yeah, thank you all for watching. And I guess good night.
Have a good night.
Bye.